Throw your motherfucking hands.
Get 'em high.
Welcome back to the 1 a.m. podcast, man. Fellas, RB Mo, Jelani, how y'all feeling today?
Man, feeling good, man. You know, blessed and highly favored. How y'all doing today?
Jelani, you muted. It's unmuted, but you okay, I hear you now. No. I thought I heard you. Okay. Jelani will be back. He said 1 second for the listeners out there and things of that sort. Jelani will be back in a second. But yeah, Mo, I guess, just first things first, man. As well, I don't know. Okay, I'll ask you now. I wanted to wait for Jelani to come back on because I didn't know what he was going to say first. But I would just ask you. How you feeling about new formats, everything like that, new beginnings, everything. How you feeling about the pod?
I like it, man. It's dope. Give us more ways to look at ourselves. But nah, I'm definitely excited for the new soundboard and everything. So yeah, progression.
Yeah, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Good now, okay, bet. Yeah, no, I tried to get fancy and had have my headphones in, but like it just wasn't meant to be, I guess. So yeah, I just got to put up with my laptop mic. But yeah, to answer your question, I'm good, man. It's been I was just saying, like, the weather, like it's been like the first real week of like cold weather outside. I don't know if I wasn't really prepared for that like yet. I'm used to because like these last few years we've been having the like these global warming winters where it's like not really cold outside. So like now that it's actually cold outside during the winter, it kind of catches me off guard.
Nah, for real though.
Yeah, I mean, I think the fact that it happened so soon too, like you said, like it usually don't even get cold for real until like December or something like that. A couple weeks before Christmas. This year is like it got cold a couple weeks before Thanksgiving. So I think that's what really threw me off.
Yeah, it's
Yo, this is type of stuff. My bad, bro.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, I was gonna say like this is type of stuff you start discussing when you get in your 30s, like weather trends over the years. Like yo, it's colder this year than normal.
Nice, bro.
Hey man, how y'all boys feel about the new intro, man?
I rock with it.
We used to have a new intro every single week, and then I Am Music came out, and I changed it to I Am Music for the week, like Weezy. I never switched it to anything else because it was just like I just kept forgetting things, and then for a few months I just let it rock with like Weezy. Then Jelani, he was like, "Are we still gonna go with like Weezy? We still gonna go with opium and everything, with everything that's going on, all the allegations?"
I was joking when I said that,
and he was joking. But you know what? We went ahead and changed it anyway, man. So Jelani, how you feeling about the new intro, man?
I mean, it's cool. I like we are big Kanye fans, so Ye been on his not to switch the subject, but like Ye been on his like redemption tour lately.
DJ
trying to bet like he did the performance overseas with in Japan with Travis, and then they say he been calling like his Jewish friends in the industry and apologizing. So
behind the scenes too, like not even in public.
Yeah. But it's like I don't know. Like it's that man that man made a whole song like with a music video.
But he took down the song though.
I know, but that's like I put like this: if he just made the song, that'd be one thing. But like having a whole music video for it, it's kind of hard to just be like, "Hey, my bad, bro, I was tripping." Like that's I don't. But like, let's say like Post Malone made a song called "I Hate Black People," and he shot a music video for it, and then like 6 months later, he was like, "You know what? I was tripping." And he just took the video down. Like I don't know if we'd have that same reaction, but shout out to I wish him the best on his redemption tour.
I mean, this is the life of a bipolar person who doesn't take his medication consistently. So it's gonna be ups and downs. So we're just back in the cycle.
Yeah, that's true.
How'd y'all feel about this is way off but like Gucci? Like how'd y'all feel about Gucci when he like opened up about being schizo and everything like that? And I don't know, I thought it was like a kind of like a dope moment and stuff.
I mean, yeah, I thought it was cool. I mean, I think at the time in which he did it, people were already kind of assumed that was he had some type of stuff going on, because like he had a breakdown like years ago and everything. But I think when he came out and said it, nobody really surprised. So it was just like, okay, like I'm glad you came out and said it, but it wasn't like one of those like, whoa, like he's what, you know. But yeah, but good for him to open up about it.
Yo, like I don't know. I just using the Jeezy ad lib for the mental health discussion is hilarious. But I didn't watch the interview. I just saw like the little clips or whatever. I didn't really need like not to judge him at all, because like I'm definitely mentally ill myself. But like yeah, I didn't really need like
DJ Drama.
exactly. Shout out to DJ Drama. Yeah, I didn't really need it like Gucci to tell me that he had like mental illness. I could tell like back in the day that he was clearly like, going through some stuff as far as like I don't know what his personal life is or whatever, but he was doing a lot of wild stuff back in the day. Like he was kind of thrown off. I also feel like that was part of the reason why people liked his music back then, was that like he was kind of like, he was acting crazy in real life, so it kind of made it more believable. But it's cool to see him be like a dude in his mid 40s who's like able to look back at that era of his life and speak differently about it now, because it wasn't guaranteed that he survived that era. Like he was doing a lot of wild shit around that time, wild stuff around that time. We're still early in the show. Excuse me.
Yeah, no, 100%. I don't know. I just always think it's dope when someone like you guys say, it might not be surprising, especially when you go on like one of the more famous Twitter rants. Speaking of, man, and I know we had this discussion briefly with Tyler, but like the thing with Rory happened last night, right? But then today I saw a headline someone sent to me. It was like Kayla Nicole, Travis Kelce's ex, and everything. Said she apologizes for old tweets. I was like, at what point does everybody just like accept the fact that like how do you say it? The what was considered the morality code and kind of like expectations and everything like that. And Twitter in general was just different back then.
I mean, this new generation, bro, they are, I saw this one guy joke, this comedian, and he was talking about how like Gen Z is like a generation of HR people. It's like pretty much everything that they do is the stuff that you'll get called. I mean, everything that like that they want to get on people about is stuff you'll get called to the HR office for in a workspace space setting. But now they just do it in your regular life, and so I think this is just how things is, man. It's like there's such moral police all the time, and then they don't care about how things were back in the day. They're like, it was wrong. Y'all should have known better. And it's just like, bro, you wasn't there. But they don't care. So it's just this is you're going to continue to happen to people, for all of time. Is you're going to continue to get worse,
Yeah, it's like he said, like you can go through any generation, decade by decade, and I guarantee you there was stuff from each era where it's like I'm not even just talking about Twitter, like just like culture in general. Like there's always been certain stuff that's as far as what you could say or like what you could do that in different eras it becomes like less socially acceptable than before. Like I was thinking earlier, like the idea of you talk to I'm gonna cut it off at like, let's say born after we born 1995, so we'll go there. you talk to most women born before that time, and you ask them when they was in high school if they had an older guy like that they was messing with, or like an adult, or if they had like one of their homegirls who was messing with an adult. Like it was a common thing around that time, like up until a certain point. The idea of like older, like guys in their early 20s messing with teenagers. There would even be a certain point where like some of those guys would go to prom with the teenagers. Like they were 20, 21-year-olds going to prom, like in like the 2000s around that time. So like obviously now in 2025, that's not really a thing no more. Like they got on these campuses, like they got, like police officers outside the building. You're not gonna be no grown man pulling up to no high school, but there was a time in like the 70s, 80s, 90s, probably up until like high school, like early 2010s, when stuff like that was acceptable. But it would be hard to explain that to somebody. Or even like the idea of like R. Kelly being 27 years old, openly dating 14-year-old Aaliyah. Like, think about, I don't even want to name an R&B singer now, but like think about that now. Like that wouldn't be a thing. So it's just the same with Twitter, where it's like certain stuff was acceptable to tweet in 2009, 2010, 2011, because it was a different era, and what was funny and what was socially acceptable back then was different. It's the same thing now. Like it's just stupid to try to cancel people for stuff that they tweeted 14, 15, 16 years ago.
Well, what's the wildest thing that y'all have ever tweeted?
See, okay, so Mo, do you have an answer? Or
I can't think exactly. I've said some wild stuff to people that was like more of like a personal wild tweet, where it's just like me saying that to this particular person was crazy. But yeah, outside of like, I don't think I have any tweets that's just like, oh man, like, to the whole community finna be like that,
Yeah, see the thing about it for me, so my original Twitter account, when I had like, well, actually, okay, I made my first Twitter account summer 2009, and I only had it for like 2 months, and that Twitter account actually is still on Twitter. And I made my real account that I had was from like 2011 to 2017, and like all my like wild tweets was definitely during that time, because that's like 15 to like 21, 22 for me. So yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to pinpoint what the wildest thing is, but I definitely was like, especially in high school around that time, because we were like the first generation of teenagers to be on Twitter in high school. Like that, like we was there from the early stages. So yeah, just being in high school around that time, people would like, man, people would post girls' nudes. People, I'm not saying it was cool either, but like this was like reality around that time when people would post girls' nudes. People would expose each other for who they was messing with. It was like a very messy time. So yeah, I to answer your question, I can't really say what the wildest thing is, but like I was saying before, that 2009 to like 2014 era of Twitter was very wild.
All right. Oh, Mo, you wanted to go back?
Oh, I was just gonna say one thing I could think of off top. It was just one girl that said something about like, I wish you would just say you love me or something like that. It was something of that nature. And I remember quote tweeting it, and I was like, "Confessions of a side bitch." And so it's like stuff like that where it's just like yeah, like to people personally, it was like, "Dang, bro, you really said that," but it wasn't like nothing too crazy.
But that was my bad, bro.
Now you good.
No, I was gonna say like that was the climate of Twitter around that time though. Like it sounds nowadays it'd be wild, but like that was a big part of Twitter, is just getting on there and saying what the wildest thing you could say was.
Right.
It was really like a shock value kind of contest in a way. And the funniest part about all the old tweets is like Maul probably has some of the wildest old tweets on Twitter, like in the podcast space. But like when his old tweets get brought up, people don't really care because they already hated him so much from his Drake takes during the beef. Like that's how crazy that's how crazy people took the Drake takes and stuff like that. And that was like, to see that, it was kind of like, dang, you know how bad people have to hate your music takes for them to not care about you joking about grape and things of that sort. You notice how I said it, fellas. Just for future reference on the pod, everything.
I will
Yeah.
say also, it's like
Go
I don't
ahead.
think it's only the Drake takes, but I just think he just has wild takes in general. Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
always had wild takes on like the Joe Budden pod too, where that they would always kind of argue about, because he was like an early like Trump supporter, you know.
he was, yeah.
So it's like I remember recently on the episode they were talking about. There's like, yeah, like people be saying like some stuff you say on here homophobic. He was like, how am I homophobic? He was like, because you be calling like, saying so much stuff is like gay and this, that, and the other. And he was like, cause people are gay. They be doing gay stuff. And like, so he says he be saying stuff and he stand on it. So it's like when you see old tweets, is it kind of like, well, that's just Maul. And then it's like, even if you did try to cancel him, he just gonna stand on what he said. He's not gonna do no Twitter spaces like Rory and be like, like blah blah. Like Rory just be like, Maul would literally just probably send out some crying emojis, crying.
Well, it's funny because Rory's like a very like you said, how HR generation. Like Rory has always been like the HR kind of dude with every pod that he's been on. So the fact that he got exposed for being like one of the craziest past tweets and stuff like that is funny. But like Jelani and you said, like it was just different back then, bro.
Right. What was your craziest tweet, bro?
All right, so my craziest tweet, and I only know because I had to clean my Twitter once I graduated college and stuff like that. So this Twitter is long gone, deleted, and things of that sort. And y'all know we support Black women on this podcast. Y'all know we protect Black women on the pod with my platform. I promote Black women. I love Black women, and I love women in general for sure. The future is female, and the future is now. Amen. Okay. With that being said, my wildest tweet. I was subtweeting this girl back and forth in high school, and y'all know who it was and stuff like that. Like I reached out to her a couple weeks ago, and apparently she likes girls now. She got a girlfriend. So salute to her. Love wins. You know what I'm saying? We progressive on this pod. But that being said, I wasn't always like this. So in 2012, I think we were subtweeting each other because we just had a falling out and things of that sort. And then the Falcons lost, but they lost in like a terrible way. This might have been the NFC Championship game against the 49ers when Roddy White got held right at the same place where Georgia season ended against Alabama in the SEC Championship game. And if they won that game, they would have went to the national championship. Same year, couple weeks later, the Falcons are in that same spot on the field in the Georgia Dome. They hold on to Roddy White's jersey. They don't call it. That's the end of the Falcons season. Kaepernick goes to the Super Bowl and he loses to Joe Flacco. With the Falcons beating the Ravens, yeah, if with a fifth, then we all be drunk. So with that being said, I'm very emotional at the time. I'm very upset. And old girl that I was subtweeting with, she was a 49ers fan. So she goes, yeah, 49ers game, baby, this and that. And I respond with, Kitchen, now you don't know a thing about football. Now, that was the craziest tweet that I had for sure.
Yeah, that's that real vintage early 2010s misogyny right there. It's real. I mean, I don't know. That's actually pretty tame for around that time. People were saying a lot worse things around that time. Especially like around that time, most people, I'm not gonna say most, but like a lot of guys would have called her like some sort of slur. With the kitchen, like they would have, they would have prefaced it with like the B word or something like that. So,
well,
that's not too bad considering.
I did join in on the jokes about the entire Waffle House night for sure. I joined in on those.
Yo,
jokes.
so it's crazy. I was thinking about that, but I was like, do I want to bring that up?
I mean, hey, we talking about old Twitter. We might as well, man.
Yeah, I mean, we don't gotta go like super in depth about it, but like for context for somebody watching, when we were in high school, a young lady in our county, she got caught. I don't know if she got caught, but like she gave a young man cranium dome. You can read between the lines in the bathroom of a Waffle House. And I don't know if the story went that it was in like return for paying for the waffle or something like that. But either way, somebody that was there or the young man ended up tweeting about it, and it like went like viral in our county at the time. And yeah, this was, like I said, this was early days of Twitter. It was cyberbullying, like the concept of that wasn't really a thing yet in like 2011, 2012, around that time.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, people in high school did a lot of crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? At the time, like people was like making a big deal out of it, but like now that I'm grown, like I'm about to be 30, like I don't know. Like I'm not saying that you should do that, but it's like I know people that have done a lot wilder stuff than, suck a little peen in the Waffle House bathroom.
Well, it was really just like the because I don't know if if this came about of like exposing the girl, or I forgot how it came about, but it came about as like, "Beep, you for a waffle," and then everybody was like, "What?" And then like, and then the story was kind of like told on Twitter, and then everybody was like, "Ah." And then I was like, "Yeah, so and so don't ever for a waffle, or be careful if you go to waffle." It was something slick like that. I said, so I was just piling on with the rest of the county, being a follower, not being a leader, not being like, "Hey guys, this is wrong." I think the Me Too movement, bro, like it was very necessary. I ain't gonna lie, just for like society. I think that made us all better, to be honest. Because it was just a lot of things that I felt like we normalized, like, you know, I can't really speak on too much, but I did, what I'm saying? I found myself in some hot water or whatever, at senior year of high school. And back then I was like, bro, what? Like, this an overreaction. After Me Too, I was like, oh, thank God that happened to me back in high school and everything like that. Pre Me Too, man, because post Me Too, I would have been out of here. It would have been.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, as I said, like, I still feel like with that situation, it was still overreaction, low key.
You gotta. I mean, I had to take accountability for it. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, with the whole Me Too joint, it was just like, yeah.
I think the reason I feel like it's an overreaction, like, and I've said this before to you, where it's like other people did it like right before you, and it was no reaction. So it was just kind of like, I don't know. It's just like when it happened, it was just kind of like, I don't know. I mean, it still ain't right, and it's still like, yeah, take accountability. But I think it's just like, for her, it was just like it felt more like a personal attack,
Yeah, but you can't, what I'm saying, as a perpetuator. Like I was saying this with the whole Zoe Spencer and Nina Lynn thing, right? As a perpetuator, you can't, what I'm saying, it's not on me to tell how the victim how to feel or how to react to a situation.
Yeah.
However, the victim, it's in their hands now, because I done, what I'm saying, you done did what you did. It's in the victim hands now. So if the victim wanna, oh, it's the worst thing, you gotta let them have it. And okay, my bad, what I'm saying, take full accountability. It ain't no, I'm sorry if I made you feel this. I'm sorry if because I used to do that. That's how I used to think. But that wasn't the way to go about it. It's just like, I messed up. I'm a man. I could take accountability. I'll do better, show my actions and not just with my words. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, folks had my nose been clean. I've been wilding, but it's been, what I'm saying, wilding on the other side. Yeah.
Nah, facts. I feel you on that.
Consensual wilding.
Essential.
Yeah. No, like not to get back to the Waffle story, but I was thinking that like I could be wrong, but I do think that same girl ended up getting locked up like some years later for throwing hot grease on another girl.
No,
Yeah,
I don't.
That's not the same. Okay, all right.
Both light skin, so I understand where you mix them up. They like the same genre, but not the same girl.
All right, I'm glad that we got clarification on that.
And shout out my boy Schoolie from the Rich Kids. You know what I'm saying? Real legend. I got to ask him about that particular, girl, because he tweeted about her when she got locked up. He said, free her. And I said, hey, bro, I remember when you tweeted that whole high school was just like, how does Schoolie out her? And he explained it, the whole dynamic and everything. Shout out Schoolie. Shout out to the Rich Kids. Shout out Shot the God. Shout out Casey the Beat Monster. Shout out Jose Guapo. whole gang of them.
Anybody else?
Caleb, shout out Caleb.
Shout out to Bandit Gang Marco.
And the game Marco.
Shout out Cap G.
Shout out Cap G.
Shout out to Lady Rich Kids.
Shout out to whole kids that play. People don't even think about them no more. It's like Cap G. The Cap stand for kids that play.
And that was the one that Bandit Game Marco was in, right?
He wasn't in it. He had some songs with him.
Okay, but the most popular song they had, he was on it.
Yeah.
Shouts out Cap G. Last time I seen Cap G, I was on I was headed back on the flight, and it was like Southwest, and he was there, and I was like, dang. I was trying to get his attention. Like, he saw me looking at him, and he just pulled his hoodie down more. I just wanted to say what's up. Like, it wasn't even that deep, but yeah, he just pulled his hoodie down lower and just turned his head. So I was like, oh, I guess he don't want to say what's up.
Right.
I feel bad because somebody at the beginning of the episode said hi in the chat, and we never acknowledged him. We just
I pulled it up, but you was in the middle of a thing, so I didn't want to be like stop you and be like, "Yo, Vin and Gaming, what happening?" Like,
yeah, and it's a white dude with a shiesty on, so like,
yeah,
I feel like he might harm me if I don't acknowledge his comments. So definitely want to acknowledge. Shout out to Vintage Game. Yo, listen, it's gonna come a moment when like this show is so popping that we're not gonna be able to acknowledge the comments at all because it's gonna be going so fast. So like, those of you that get in on the ground room floor, you know, y'all gotta appreciate these shout outs when we, you know what I mean, when we shout y'all out. And we appreciate y'all, all jokes aside.
No, facts.
Mr. Thanksgiving, DJ Drama.
I want to ask DJ Drama how much it costs for a drop, bro. Like, cause I just want a drop, bro.
Yeah, he gonna tax you.
I want what you call too. What's my boy name that just did I Am Music?
Swamp Izzo.
Swamp Izzo. I want Swamp Izzo drop too.
Yeah, go ahead and be prepared to pay at least 10K each, at least.
It's crazy because I have like 2 interviews with DJ Drama, and he never said like my name in them.
No.
One of the interviews is like 30 plus minutes, bro. And like I skipped through the other week because I was looking for this too to get a drop, just to get him to say like Rashad in passing. Because you know how you do you talk to someone and they say, well, Rashad, you know, they'll say your name.
Mm.
He didn't say my name once, bro. The whole 30 minutes, bro.
Mm.
He not new to this. He true to this for sure.
Right. No, facts. Y'all saw the Grammy? Oh, what's up?
I was just gonna say he gave my boy Manny a whole, like, he narrated. Manny wrote this script from when he graduated college at Georgia State, and he interned under DJ Drama. So he had DJ Drama. He narrated it from.
Oh, that's what's up.
And I'm like, bruh, because I interviewed him once, and Manny was like, bruh, that's probably the best intro I've ever had. I appreciate that. I said, bruh, come on now, you had DJ Drama do your. He said, you right. Second best.
Right.
No, DJ Drama probably gonna talk like realistically, it would be a bare minimum like 50,000. Because you have to think
50,000
for him to give you a DJ tag.
Just to say DJ Drama.
So you're saying just custom for like for the podcast, like because
Tight.
he said I feel like he said that on tracks before, so you could use that tag. But I'm saying
Yeah,
you got custom
but on
tag.
tracks, it's got like the track on it, like it's got the song on it when he's yelling DJ
Mr.
Drama.
Thanksgiving,
Like this is the
DJ
closest one you're
Drama.
gonna get acapella, and it's not a DJ. It's just
Mr. Thanksgiving, DJ Drama.
It's just a DJ Drama. It's not a DJ Drama. Like I need that.
I feel like that's almost like you know, like Jadakiss has his like I've heard Jadakiss charges when he does a verse, like he charges a separate fee for him to do the laugh on the verse. Like because he understands that's like a big part of his appeal or whatever. I feel like it's the same thing for Drama, like especially after he won the Grammy. I feel like he charges a lot for I don't know, but I can imagine it would be a lot to get him to do a drop.
Same with Swamp, but like I feel like I don't know. I feel like if I have an end, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like Swamp. Like I talked to him, you know what I'm saying, during when they was making the album. So I like, okay, we met each other before we have a little, you know what I'm saying? He definitely does not remember that now because they dropped the album, they toured the world and went on Kai Cenat. Like he don't remember it. But still, maybe that can help me a little bit. DJ Drama, Joker, I met you 3-4 times, interviewed your artists, everything like that. Like, rock with me, bruh.
But you're not getting it for anything less than 10K.
10K?
Yeah. Cause you gotta think that's essentially like that's a feature in a sense, you know? It's
But
like their version of a feature.
okay, so all right. This ain't no diss. This ain't no diss. This ain't no diss. No shade, no shade, no shade. I love all the artists, okay? DJ Drama just did it. All right, and shout out to the legend. Shout out to the legend. Shout out to Name, right? Shout out to Nine. Shout out to the Atlanta Legends for sure. The people who built this thing, 100%. DJ Drama just did a mixtape with Jace, you know what I'm saying? And then he did a mixtape with Reese LaFleur a couple years ago. Like, you telling me like he charged them 50?
One that might have been off the strength of like probably known each other for at least over a decade, and that's one. And then two, he might have charged them 50. Yes, like you know, I mean, I'll tell you at least like he's not like you got to think. As I said, this is a person who that DJ Drama is valuable. It's like charging anything less than 10K just wouldn't really make sense.
But not even like I understand hosting a whole tape. Hosting a whole tape, a whole album. Oh, yeah. 10K, 50K. One drop. DJ Drama.
Yeah, I mean, because then if we start charging less than that, then one, it's going to saturate his brand. You got to think about brand saturation because it's like at that point, then everybody can just go get it. It's like, oh, all I got to do is just pay you X, Y, and Z for it. Oh, yeah, go ahead and put that on my song.
Zaytoven said he'll work with anybody.
I mean, yeah, like for the love of the music, like I'll work with anybody if you like, you know, cause I love to create. Me just saying DJ Drama on your track, that's not for the love of the game. That's to benefit you and you only. I get nothing out of this. So for it to make sense, as a person who's a millionaire, who's like who makes a good amount of money, like consistently, yeah, he gonna need at least 10K, bro.
I guess we just got to keep working for that DJ Drama drop.
Yeah. I mean, you know, and as I say, that's on the low end because I still think 10K probably on the lower end. That's still very obtainable for where other people can have it. And that's why I say like you got to think brand saturation. Like if I'm just giving this out to everybody, then it's not gonna mean the same when I do these tapes with people. You know.
Yeah, I just noticed that we like because of like the setup now, like we usually during episodes, like Rashad, you be doing your Googles or
the photos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I forgot all about. I was thinking more about the drops and the sounds and the dang.
Oh no, it's cool. I didn't think about that till now. I was just looking at the screen or whatever. But yeah, no, like Mo was saying, that is like basically like a feature for a DJ. Like I imagine, like, you know who I would want, like if we could get it, I would want that like that Funk Master Flex. Like I don't know, maybe that's like the dirty, dusty like hip hop dude inside of me. Pause. That was crazy. But yeah, I would want the Funk Master Flex, like just to come on and drop a couple bomb, like just like he did when premiered Otis. I would want him to
put your money in there and walk in the nearest corner store right now. Stick your hand in the cash register. Your money is there. Their money.
Yeah. Now I want Fun Master Flex to give us that type of talk at the beginning of the podcast. Or Greg Street, that would be more fitting. Like a local.
Greg Street. How much y'all think Greg Street would do it for?
I think Greg Street would be more affordable. Greg Street might rock with us. It'd probably still cost like a couple racks, maybe.
Yeah, Greg Street got to do it for 2-3.
I'll say about that price probably.
Yeah.
But all right, okay. So here's what I wanted to say though. When Mo was talking about brand dilute, I want to say delusion, but I don't even know if that's a word. But brand delusion, if that is a word, right?
Saturation.
Saturation. In the time where Gangsta Grills was at its peak, and you talking about it's 2-3 Gangsta Grills mixtapes coming out every single week. You telling me back then he was charging everybody? You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, because he was in the hood with it, bro. Like now he's, he's a global. He's more of a
No, no, no,
global
no, no,
brand.
no, 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 no. Hold on. When he did Thug Motivation 101, that was mainstream as mainstream can get. And then he was doing all them dedication Lil Wayne joints, and he was still doing random people's mixtapes on the come up. Anybody who just paid the fee. You telling me he was charging 50K back then? I don't think so. It
No,
was
that's
too
why
many. It was too
I
many
told you he
artists with the
wasn't.
mixtape.
I mean, I just said he was. I was like, he back in the hood with it. That's why I said where he's at now is different. It's like he owns a whole record label that's signed to Uzi. This man that made millions on millions at this point. It's like, why am I doing it? That's like Mace. Mace talks about how like I saw Cam and Mace were talking. Well, Cam was talking, and he was like, I can't even get Cam to do a lot of stuff at this point because he's getting so much money. Like, if it's not at least like $250,000, like for us to do like anything, he's like, bro, why did you just call me for this?
Oh, you talking about Cam?
Well, Cam said that Mace.
Yeah. Cam said that about Mace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. When it's like, once you get to a certain point where it's like, I'm making a certain amount of money doing X, Y, and Z now, where it's like just doing stuff for like, unless I have a connection with you, then maybe I'll give you like, that homie discount or, give you something for free, X, Y, and Z. But for the most part, I'm like, that's what I'm saying. DJ Drama then racked in millions at this point. Like, he was 1,000 there when he was doing the Jeezy mixtape, bro. He wasn't making millions. Doing them Lil Wayne tapes, he would probably getting close to 1,000. I mean, get a million, but I still don't even know if that, because you got to think all that's just street hustle money. That's not like, you're not getting no tour money. You're not getting no residuals. You're just getting straight street hustle money off of that. So I think that's the difference. Now, as I said, when he's signed Lil Uzi, where
Carlo.
yeah, stuff like that. It's like I've had some of the biggest artists in the world. Like my brand, like that's where I get to that's why I'm at the point of hosting a Tyler the Creator project, and that's why now getting somebody to host get him to host your project is more of it's really, I don't know, I don't even know how to describe it. I guess like a badge of hip hop like honor at this point, And then you said like he did it for Jace, but at the same time, it's like Jace is a Atlanta legend. Like Jace has over 15 years in the game. So
And so is Reese. They both 2-9 members.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. You say like, oh, he just did that for them, but it's like that's probably a connection that they've known each other for so long, that goes to a deep tie to Atlanta. So yeah, he gonna rock with them a little bit, I mean, that's why I don't know how much he charged them, but like, yeah, I don't know. But I mean, maybe they did pay like a cool, like maybe like 20K. But that's why I say for the drop for a random person, like for him to even consider it, it'll have to be at least 10K, I would assume.
Yo, if you like, I was just thinking, because it's crazy, because I was thinking about this earlier. How much do you think it would cost to get a Beyonce feature if you had like an unlimited budget?
I don't think Beyonce charges.
But the thing about that, because the reason why I'm saying that, because they have like every now and then you'll see it'll be like a Middle Eastern like a Middle Eastern prince or something, like their kid will have a wedding or something, and then you'll stories about they paid like Rihanna or Beyonce or somebody like that like $10-15 million for like the one night only to come out there. I feel like every celebrity, even like the biggest celebrities, got that certain number where it's like, all right, even if I don't know who you are, like I'm I still got bills to pay. Like if you got the right price,
C Stunner. How much y'all think C Stunner? Come on, man. C Stunner. This is 2024. C Stunner. How much? Come on, man.
I
C
mean,
Stunner.
who is he? Now, I mean, yet again, you still got to think about like who are these people to him, and like, is it? Yeah, you just got to think about who are these people to him. Like, is this like a genuine like we know each other from a streets connection? Like, is he signed to somebody that that drama knows? That's why I say you got to like put all that stuff into account. You can't just be like, oh, see Stunner, like just think that some random person just walked up to him and just like, yo, can you host my mixtape? Like it's probably some type of connection, and then maybe he like his music, trying to sign him. Like I'll host one of your mixtapes, like let me get you like I don't know, like if he has any like distribution or management companies. Well, I know he has a management company, but that's what I'm saying, like things of that nature. So yeah, so I mean, you can't just throw out like random names, like so look like how he get, and it's like you don't know what these people connections are.
Okay, Jelani, to answer your question about Beyonce, does everybody have a price? I suppose so, like you said, because Rihanna, she ain't step outside and do anything music related for like 10 years. And she stepped out and did that Saudi Arabia performance for a gazillion dollars from one night.
Yeah.
I think for Beyonce, it probably had to be like 50 mil or something like that.
I think for a feature.
Yeah, because remember Kendrick was charging after Maroon 5 verse, he was charging a mil for a feature.
Yeah. So look, but I'm like, I think Beyonce probably charged like 5 mil if it's something that she really want to do. But I just don't think she gives out features anymore. I don't even think it's like that she wouldn't charge you. I think if she really, and maybe she wouldn't charge you because she want to do a feature with you. It's like she got to really be enamored to be like, I want to give you this, because she doesn't do features at all. Like I don't think she's done like features for us since like the 2010s.
Yeah, she hasn't. Like the closest thing to a feature Beyonce has done is doing the Savage remix with Meg Thee Stallion.
No,
Yeah.
she was on Travis Scott album.
Oh,
The
she
last
was
one?
on Travis. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that
You-
album didn't really pop like that, so like people forgot.
Dang, he had a Beyonce feature and ain't do none. Should
Yeah,
say
the
one
song
right
was,
boy.
It's
the
crazy.
song wasn't really hitting on that.
Yeah, but that's also. I mean, they're both from Houston too, though, so that probably played a part in it.
Yeah, I wanted to say I know Drake and Childish Gambino they don't charge for verses anymore.
Yeah, because they real ones.
Childish Gambino said he only does favors. So like if you notice, he did Lotto's album, the Sunshine song, and then after that, Lotto did a song with Gambino's artist, Black Party. And she did a remix to one of his songs. And then like I'm trying to think of other people, but other people they would end up like in one of his like movies or TV series. Like remember how he had like Michael Jackson's daughter and Billie Eilish and some of his stuff, and then he came out to perform at Billie's show, and so and then he was on Yeat's album and Yeat was on his album, like so he just does stuff like that. That's just a trade off. The thing that Cameron is is suing J. Cole for right now. But yeah, that's like all he does it for. And then Yachty just said he was like, yeah, Drake, you can't buy a feature from Drake. Like he only does it if he wants to do it.
So, go ahead.
My bad, bro. See, like the thing about that sounds good, like that whole idea of like you can't buy a feature from me, but like, bro, these celebrities got to pay taxes, dog. Like if you tell Drake, like, yo, I got $25 million for a feature, I don't think Drake is turning that down.
I think he is. Like that boy getting, like he'll get 25 million from Stake.
I don't know. It may be so. You might be right. I just think that's tough when it's like $25 million just to record a 16-bar verse. Like that's tough to turn down.
Childish Gambino had a song last year with Jenny, a K-pop artist, and it's got Kali Uchis on it, and he's rapping and singing on it. I haven't heard a featured verse from Childish Gambino where he's rapping and singing in years. Like probably since like the dang Janae Aiko song from 2014. Like that's the last time I heard him rap and sing on a feature. K-pop, I'm thinking the money's crazy. She had to give him a bag. She had to send him a bag. Like
I mean, but it's like at times you don't have to pay the upfront. Like, cause Drake doesn't charge you upfront, but he's going to get like residuals off of it. It's like when we do the splits, like I'm going to get part of this song, you know, and I'm pretty sure Childish Gambino gets a part of the money off of that song, and so I think that's where you don't have to pay me 25 million, like I don't, because you know, and realistically for certain people you don't need that money, you know. It's like 25 million to us be like, bro, like how can you turn that down? But that's like with Kai Cenat talking about how he turned down like an $80 million deal for like a gambling company or whatever.
yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, you know, like for the sake of, you know, like I know what my brand is and I know where I want to go with my brand. And that's where like the importance of a brand, you know, because realistically, if Drake was to give out feature just to anybody, it would just like 'cause I think what's his name was talking about this. It was an artist recently. I want to say Lil Baby, but then at the same time I don't. I feel like somebody else, but somebody was talking about how they were doing so many features that then it's like now I'm just done. Like I'm not doing no more features. Like I don't care what the price is. I've done so many for y'all. Like I've given out so much that I don't care to do it, or I don't care what the price is no more, you know? And I think that's where Drake is at with it. It's like I done so many different features. Like if I don't really rock with the song, if I don't really want to rock with or rock with the person, then it's like, nah, I'm good, you know? And that's why Childish Gambino's at that point too, because it's like, man, I done made so much money off of so much different stuff, bro. Like I am more than well off. It's like I don't
You got an Amazon deal.
Yeah, you know, it's like, bro, I don't need any extra. Like I said, if you ask him 25 million, he's gonna be like, I don't really need that, you know? It's like, bro, like that 25 million would be cool, but it's like it's not life changing. So
okay, all right. I don't see. I just don't think we could just casually say like I don't know. I don't think there's any celebrity where like I definitely, I'm not trying to pocket watch too much, but like yes I am actually. I don't, as much money as Drake and them are getting, like I just don't. I guess hypothetically, like yes, there's certain stuff morally that where, like you said with Kai, like he didn't want to do the gambling ad, so $80 million, he was like, okay, I could turn that down. And obviously, Kai Cenat's making a lot of money, but I just think it would hard to be if it was just something like that they weren't morally against as far as musically to turn down. Because I think Beyonce did that Levi's commercial for like 30 something million or something like that. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
They didn't really do commercials like that, but
It's weird when Beyonce be doing like normal people stuff. Like when Drake be doing normal people stuff, I'll be like, bro, what the heck? Like it's like hard for my brain to compute. Like, and that's not even on no glaze. It's just like they made themselves like so kind of like unaccessible when they just do like normal people stuff. You'd be like, what the heck?
Nah, facts. But that's why I say a verse. That's a creative exchange where you know me, like if you know as Drake or Childish Gambino, for me to give you this creativity that I'm gonna come up with, it's just like it's not always worth it. If especially like as I said, if he's not really feeling it, you can't just throw money at me to just conjure up something. Especially like I'm this far into it where it's like I want to feel inspired by what I'm working with. You know, I'm not a starving artist anymore. So, and that's why I think like a Levi's commercial where all I got to do is put on some Levi's, walk around a bar, you know, stuff like that. Then yeah, like go ahead and throw that money out there, you know. But it's like yeah, for me to actually use my creative like energy to like really put into something, it's going to take, it's going to take a little bit more.
Speaking of Childish Gambino, we have Flognaw this weekend. Shouts out to Lareezy, friend of the channel. Y'all give it up for Lareezy, man. Y'all give it up for Lareezy.
Ooh.
Man. All right, so Gambino. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta show y'all the set times after this. We'll get into the set times after this. So Gambino, I told Mo about this earlier this week, but he had a voting on his website to where you could vote for the songs on the set list. I voted. I think Mo, did you vote? I sent you the link, but did you vote?
No, I didn't.
It was 20 songs, and it was difficult, bro. Like we say, man, or like we said before, it ain't too many people that can beat that man in the verses. I'm not gonna lie to you. In terms of people on his from his era, you think of obviously the superstars of the Drake, Kendricks, and Coles. It's not too many people outside the big three from that era that can beat Donald. I mean, okay, Future, but Tyler, I think Gambino can give Tyler a run for his money. I think Gambino can beat Wale. Gambino can beat Big Sean. Gambino can beat Logic. Gambino can beat Freddie Gibbs, Nipsey, rest in peace. But outside of that, the big four, the Fantastic Four, it ain't too many people from that era that can see him in the verses. So this is what the fans end up voting for the top 10 so far before he closed the voting down. And it was Redbone, LES, Sober, 3005, Sweatpants, This Is America, Mystery Song Cover, Where Have I Been, Monologue, Latonia, and Bonfire. Now, this is a lot of new fans, as you guys can see, because I ain't going to lie. I feel like any real fan, bro, shout out to Bando Stone, but there ain't going to be too much Bando Stone on for a real fan, for the real OGs, everything like that. You talking about feel like summertime, everything like that. Nah, we want that. Hey, we want that royalty. That's what the real folks want. But anyways, with that being said, any thoughts on this list? But before we go to the times and everything for Flognaw.
Yeah, I'm not my bad, bro.
No, go ahead, bro.
No, I was gonna say I'm not. I'm definitely like a Gambino fan, but like my era, like is mostly, I would say, from Royalty up until basically Royalty through Awaken My Love. I didn't really play Awaken My Love like that, like a lot, as much as this previous stuff. But yeah, the only song on here that I'm not a fan of is I've never listened to LES before. I'm not really a fan. Not Bonfire is not a bad song. It's just it didn't really age well. Like it kind of feels like
you're not a Camp fan, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that era of his career. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, he definitely got. Come on, we've spoken about it before. Like he got a lot of heat in his catalog for sure, especially because of the internet. That's my favorite body of work from him.
Agreed. Dang, Jelani, I feel like you miss all the like recap type shows and stuff like that. Because Mo and I have talked about this on recap shows, a few of them and stuff like that. And I'm like, dang, this is my first time hearing you kind of say stuff like that. And I'm like, because you ain't never been on the recap shows.
What were y'all speaking about?
We did one time. We did the top 50 R&B and rap songs right before 2020. We did that. And then other times it's just like, when we do the versus episodes and stuff, which we spoke about last episode, we was like, dang, Jelani ain't never been on a versus episode.
Oh yeah. No, I haven't. Oh, so y'all did like a list of like the top 50
songs of the 2010s. We did it in 2019 in December.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't even know.
Yeah. So, but I mean, the good news is, we have a month to plan for an end of the year recap show and everything like that. And what y'all want to do? Y'all want to do top 50? Like what y'all want to do? Top 50 songs, top 50 albums?
Yeah, we can do both.
Jelani is scratching his head. I know most weeks you're like, I listen to stuff.
Oh no! I was my eyebrow was actually itching.
No, I was just joking. Every time you bring up an album, if it wasn't no old heads, he said, man, if it was Ghostface, Raekwon, anyone from Wu-Tang, he said, oh yeah, man, I love that album.
Bro, it'd be hard. Like, yo, it's hard for me to like. I'm trying to snap out of that. Like, I definitely, like I said before, I want to get like more into because it was a long time when I was like, I kept up with everything that was coming out, and then I don't know what happened. Like these last few years, it's kind of like if it doesn't catch me, if it doesn't find me, I don't really spend a lot of effort looking for it, you know, new music the way I used to. But
Well,
I'm definitely
more
trying to
stuff is
get
coming
better.
out ever than before too.
And it gets kind of overwhelming after a certain point. It's just too much to go through.
100%. I agree with that. With that being said, let's get into this to this set list, bro. Or the
Real quick,
Oh,
Jelani. So for you, Mass Appeal is a record label of the year right now, huh?
Come on, man. They're taking it back to the essence right now, bro.
Fact, yeah. Cause you heard that Big L album?
I didn't hear the Big L album. I listened to most of the Mobb Deep album, and they had a few other ones this year that I feel like I'm missing out on. I forget who else. It's been a lot, bro. I know De La Soul put out an album this month, and then Nas and DJ Premier, they got one coming next month, or they're supposed to at least. What was the other one that they put out a few months ago that like I gotta look back, but
I listened to a lot of like I listened to Big L, obviously. I listened to Rakim. You listened to Rakim this year?
right, I think Rakim did put out an album with them.
Yeah, Rakim put out an album. I listened to Rakim. I listened to Raekwon and Ghostface.
Slick Rick dropped earlier this
Yeah,
year.
yeah. I was about to
Rick
say,
is
I
so
was like, who was it? Slick Rick. That was
Slick
the one I was
Rick,
thinking
yeah,
about.
Slick
Because
Rick.
Nas did the verse on that joint, and he went crazy on that one too.
Yeah. See, I'm converting y'all into dirty hip hop heads like me.
No. I know I have to listen to these things just to know like what dropped and what sounded like what, because I know it's part of my duty. I gotta do it.
Yeah.
Man, I owe it to hip hop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, beyond all that, like I owe it to like the genre that like I am hip hop, bro. Like, we grew up hip hop, like Chicken Nation, bro. I'm hip hop down to the bones, bro. Like that's what my whole life was built on, hip hop.
I will say, I agree. Grew up on hip hop. But I recently like with a lot of the like albums coming out with like Raekwon and Ghostface and all that everything coming out of Mass Appeal, it making me realize because I didn't grow up on that hip hop. I grew up on like Southern hip hop. Like I remember one of the like being I think I was like 8, 9 and getting like the Rocco album, like stuff like that. So I never listened. I'm gonna be real, bro. Like a lot of those New York artists, like I've never listened to a whole Big L tape. Like I'll listen to some of the tracks on there and I rock with it. Like, I can appreciate the hip hop in it. But like, yeah, Big L, Raekwon, none of those people, I haven't listened to none of those albums this whole year. I'll be real. Like, and I've never any of those people that did release something, I haven't listened to a whole album from them like in the past either. But like I do appreciate it. But it was something that I really just kind of like realized earlier this year with all the people dropping. I was like how Jelani was like, yeah, Supreme Clientele 1 was like one of my favorite albums of all time. And, I'm just like, I was like, yeah, I've never heard it.
Yeah, I had a cheat code because my dad is like, okay, my dad is a hip hop like nerd to the highest extent, but like my dad is also like first generation hip hop. Like my dad is from Lynn, Massachusetts, which is right outside of Boston, and that's like Boston's like a few hours away from New York, and he's a part of like that first era of people that was like teenagers when like Rapper's Delight and all that stuff came out.
Yeah.
So like he saw it from damn near day one, you know what I'm saying? And then he moved to Atlanta or Powder Springs, but he was going into the city around that time, like the party and around that stuff. He was working in the city in 1991. So like he saw Atlanta become Atlanta culturally, but he also saw like the East Coast become the East Coast as far as hip hop in like the 80s. So it was like a balance in my crib growing up where like I was listening to like Soulja Boy and D4L and all that stuff, but like also my dad was listening to Wu-Tang and Rakim and all that stuff. So that's really, it came from him. Like that's the only reason why I know like all that 90s East Coast stuff that I know about.
Yeah, no, like what Mo said is exactly why I'll never like. Well, I wouldn't say never, but right now I wouldn't. I think I feel like I'm smart enough to not call myself a hip hop head. Like it's just too much. It's just too much that I haven't like heard or like know to the core. I feel like Jelani, you could consider him a hip hop head. Like LeBron James has labeled himself as a hip hop savant. Tyler the Creator, like that's someone who is a hip hop head for sure. Like the people who know like the album cuts, you know what I'm saying? You could see someone from De La Soul and be like, bro, that so and so out. Like, bro, how do you know that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know something beyond like the basic hits and stuff like that. And I feel like, you know, I'm doing my duty of just even knowing the basic hits and stuff. But then, you know, you have other people that are like, man, I wish more people would know like more than passing me by from Fair's. And it's like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm doing the best I can, bro. Like, I do the best I can.
I think it's.
My bad.
Well, I was gonna say it's like I think it's, you know, one of those regional things too. As I said, us growing up in the South is just how like on the West Coast, I feel like them growing up on like, you know, E40 and what's some of them other
Too short.
yeah, like Too Short, and there's another person in particular I was thinking about, but I can't think of his name. But you know,
Mac Dre.
no, not him either. It was just another person. But I would say like, you know, a lot of those people when they growing up, they listen to a lot of that stuff. So for them, I don't think you can say they're not a hip hop head, but because that was the hip hop of their era, you know, I mean of their surroundings. You know, just like we ain't gonna know none of those. Like I'll never listen to a whole E40 album, you know. And I think so. I think it's just all about, because if you talk about like Southern albums, I done heard all the Southern albums, all the Southern mixtapes that were coming up, you know. Like ain't nothing you could tell me about like the Droughts, you know, Gucci, like the Bird Print, you know, the little how Gucci had a tape with everybody in Atlanta during one point, you know, stuff like that. So I think it's just like, I don't know, like the hip hop head moniker, I don't think it should only go to the New York hip hop, you know? Cause I think that's what you're pretty much talking about at that point. If you don't know New York hip hop, then you don't know hip hop. But then it's just like, nah, like there was other hip hop during that time. That's why Outkast, that moment at the Source Awards is always so iconic, because it's like they're like, yo, like y'all acting like we not hip hop. We hip hop, you feel me?
No, 100%. At the same time, I still don't know like a Kilo Ali album. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like I'm not going to flex and be like, oh yeah, Kilo Ali. Like, you know, I just can't do it. And then I wasn't allowed to listen to like you know, DJ Boss Kid. That was my next door neighbor, everything like that. Growing up from time he was 3, I was 4. You know, so he would have the Outkast albums, everything like that, and that would be the only time I could listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't allowed to listen to it back home next door. So it was just like, there's a limited amount. It isn't like I can just give you like album cuts for Outkast, the first couple albums, you know, anything before the double disc, you know what I'm saying? Like I just can't give you all the cuts and everything because I just wasn't the same time my peers, a lot of y'all were, but like I probably know more funk and soul than most of my peers in old school because that's what my parents were playing around me and stuff like that. So
Right.
it's really like Jelani said, come down to what your parents was playing too.
Yeah, my dad was playing like DMX and Tupac, heavy. You know, bro, I'll never forget the first time I ever heard you know, Coochie, but you know, like DMX actually said, you know, pussy, and and but I remember it was just like, imagine, you know, he said the P word, but it was like in one song, I'm like four years old. We're driving down the street and we're on a road trip, and the song was just like, and the coochie was good. And I remember like I was in the car with my family, and I was just like, Dad, what is coochie? And he was just like, and my sister started laughing, and just like, my dad was like, you'll learn it when you get older.
And you did.
Yeah, I did.
He said, and he did.
But Rashad,
Um,
you're not giving yourself enough credit though, because you say that you wouldn't consider yourself a hip hop head, but I can guarantee you, myself included, like if we talking about music that came out within the last 10 years, like specifically rap music within the last 10 years, you're probably more knowledgeable than the vast majority of people. Like you know a lot more as far as like you know way more about the newer stuff than I do.
yeah, I was about to say the newer stuff, like as an adult, where I was like in control of my playlist. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like when people are like Marco Plus, like when I tried to debate hip hop with him and stuff like that, like he was going off, he was saying like whole Jay-Z verses that like I never heard before. You know what I'm saying? It's just stuff like that. There's just like I can't.
I got you. Yeah.
Have you listened to a whole Jay-Z album before, Rashad?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay.
You said an old Jay-Z album?
A whole.
Bro,
Like-
I have 444. Like you
Well, I
don't
mean,
remember me
I
having
guess I'm thinking like the older stuff, like the
yeah,
old,
that's why I asked. I was like,
Yeah.
you mean an old Jay-Z album?
yeah.
Yeah, because remember I was playing 444 in the car one time for Chris. Shout out to Tally.
Right.
And bro, like he fell asleep. Like, we was on the way to the Hawks game. I played 444, and he leaned the seat all the way back. And by the time we got back to that little stats downtown by the arena, oh yeah, he was knocked out. I had to wake him up. He said, "I ain't gonna lie, bro. That album was boring, bro." Yeah, so shouts out to Tally for sure. That's my dog, man.
Right.
We got to bring him on the pod at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I went back and listened to like I think probably like the blue. No, I played the Blueprint on one because remember I was doing all them drives from when I was living in Mississippi back to Atlanta.
Yeah.
So I played like the Blueprint on one of those drives, and I'm pretty sure I've heard like another like older album, like anything before Blueprint 3, because I feel like Blueprint 3, Run This Town, all that. Like I'm old enough to like, I'm saying remember that stuff. But
yeah, we was in high school now. I'm kidding.
But anything before, it's like stuff that I have to like dig into.
That's another thing that makes me like sound kind of old right there. Is like, we was in high school when a Jay-Z, like, okay, if you was in high school, 444, I kind of look at that kind of weird because like Jay-Z, okay, so he was a full-time rapper from 96 to 2003, and then he retired. And then he came back in 2006. He dropped Kingdom Come. I got that for my birthday. My dad gave me that. He dropped Kingdom Come. And then he was active basically up until like 2013 when Magna Carta came out. And then 444, that's the one album he's dropped in the last 10 plus years, basically. Like that's a one-off. So besides that album, like if you born after, I don't even know what year, like if you're born after like a certain year in the 2000s, you have no recollection of Jay-Z ever being like a full-time rapper.
Facts.
And if you was like in middle school in 2017, you definitely wasn't listening to 444. So he's kind of never been. That's why I don't really trip when I see the younger generation disrespect him.
Well, the thing about Jay-Z though is like they still play "Give It to Me" every single week in the club.
Yeah, no, I mean he has so many major songs from like, but it's mostly from that like 96 to his core era is like 96 to like 2003. That's where the majority of his iconic songs came out, like during that time. So if you wasn't, even us, like I was a little kid, like my earliest memory of Jay-Z is I remember we had these babysitters when we lived in Detroit that was kind of like we at the daycare center we went to, there was kind of like hood rats or whatever. So like they would watch music videos sometimes like at our daycare or whatever. And I remember them watching like the Ace of the Izzo video. That's like the earliest. But that's by that point Jay-Z was already like 5 albums in. Like that's not even 90s era Jay-Z. And we 30. So like say it again.
Oh no, I was just saying it still counts though.
Yeah, so I'm saying like we 30 and that's the oldest version of Jay-Z or the youngest version that I can remember. So somebody 5-10 years younger than me, like they don't really have no memory of Jay-Z ever being like a cool person in their life.
100%. That's a good point. I want to ask y'all about this because you see this lineup, and we're gonna get into the specifics. But the thing that stands out is like Childish Gambino performs the latest out of all of them, and like a lot of the things that he's done and that that I point out and stuff like that, you'll never kind of affiliate with him. He's really like a hip hop legend now. He's a rap legend now. And Mac Miller, rest in peace. He's a rap legend. Earl Sweatshirt is a rap legend. Tyler Creator is now a rap legend. A lot of the people from our era, since they've been in the game 10 plus years, are considered rap legends now. I don't know if necessarily would you consider Chance a rap legend now? That's a good question. Would you consider Chance a rap legend? Because Wale, obviously, yes. Everybody, but Chance, would you consider him a rap? You would consider him a Chicago rap legend, but would you consider him a hip hop legend, a rap legend already?
I wouldn't say a rap legend. I think he's deserve like immense respect as an artist. But yeah, Chance, I don't know. Like, I think I don't know. Like, yeah, I wouldn't say he's necessarily a rap legend, because that last album was so bad that it just really took things down.
I was about to say that
Starline
really,
album
like ruined a lot. No, not Starline. The Big Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like that was almost so bad it like almost got him out of the game completely.
Because you got to think his peak, like Coloring Book was 2016, and then Acid Rap was 2013. So like it's like 3. Even though he's been relevant and been famous for 10 plus years, it's like your run was 3 years, bro. So it's like I think that's what ruined him because he got a classic project. Like you put out Acid Rap, you should be good for the rest of your career. Lauryn Hill, like, but like I think Chance might also just be a victim of his of the era he came up in.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be real. So I wouldn't say that Chance is a hip hop legend. Acid Rap is definitely a classic. Coloring Book, very good project. I would not say it's a legend. But I'm gonna be honest, even Childish Gambino, like I think he's, if we're talking about his like the totality of, like if we saying, creatively what he's done, like as far as the TV shows and everything together, yes, he's a legend. Like creatively, I would say so. I don't know if I would say he's musically a legend, if I'm being honest. And I'm a Gambino fan musically, y'all know that. Like, but I don't know if I could say he's musically a legend, if I'm being honest. But he's a legendary creator. Like Atlanta's one of the greatest TV shows of all time, for sure. But like, I don't know musically if I would have him as a legend.
I agree with that.
I just think he's done too much in music for like a lot of stuff that's overlooked. Like he's got a song with Gucci. He's got, what I'm saying, like songs with Ghostface Killer, RZA, Raekwon. Like I feel like he's done all of the hip hop legends. So all of TDE, he produced a song for Kendrick Lamar. Like I just feel like he's done kind of too much, and then especially on like the just putting people on thing of just like he was one of the first. I had this conversation with Mo, one of the first to introduce the West Coast and LA Leakers to Young Thug, and introduce the world to Chance the Rapper. And I just feel like everything he's done in totality, it's kind of, it's a lot of stuff that he doesn't, you were like, oh, he did that, I didn't even know. Like he's got a like he's on he's on a Funk Flex mixtape. Like it's a lot of like hip hop kind of stuff that he's done that he doesn't get credit for.
I mean, I think he has a lot of connections, and he is like within the industry. A lot of people respect him and appreciate him, but I think like a hip hop legend, like I think realistically, like he don't have any iconic verses. And I mean, like I know you as a fan is gonna feel like there's some verses, and me as a fan, like I really rock with Childish, but I just think realistically, like the everyday person, they're gonna be like, bro, when Buddy got on this song, like he went off, like most people as far as his rapping, they're gonna probably think 3005, which he did his thing on, but I don't think like they finna be like, yeah, that's so I think that's where like him being a hip hop legend, and then like, and I think most people really when they think of Childish Gambino more than not, they're gonna think about his R&B album, his soul album, you know? So I think with that, that's where, you know, the hip hop legend part, it's not really there.
He also made This Is America.
Well, true. But, you know, that was more because, like, the video.
I do think you can make a case. If you want to make a case for him being a legend, you could make it off the strength of, like, when you talk about his era of hip hop, he would have to be one of the rappers that you would mention from that time, like that blog era class. Just off the strength of that, like I do think you make the case from there. I'm not mad either way as somebody saying, like, I could definitely understand why somebody would say, like, just because. Okay, so it's two different conversations. Are we talking about rap legend or just music legend?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think, like, if it's a hip hop rap legend, I don't think he's there. But I think like,
hip hop rap legend, bro.
Yeah, that's why I don't think he's a hip hop rap.
I think if you have multiple songs with like Wu-Tang Clan members, you're on a Funk Flakes mixtape. You have songs with Gucci, Fat Gucci, Congested Gucci. Like
that doesn't make. I'm saying like the average consumer, because it's like there's a lot of people who got a lot of, like, as you said, what was that dude, Stunner C? He got a DJ Drama, you know.
Okay, all right, but does Stunner C have a song with Gucci Man? Does Stunner C have songs with the Wu-Tang Clan? Does Stunner C have a song on a Funk Flakes mixtape? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing if you have a one-off. Gambino has a Gangsta Girls mixtape. Gambino, like, he has a lot of like hip hop stuff.
Yeah, but I'm saying like but like I go back to, he's very well respected, but like, what is his iconic verse?
And he made hip hop's "We Are the World."
What is his iconic verse? Like, what is the average fan, like the average everyday hip hop person, going to point to with Childish Gambino?
The average would have to be one of the 3005 verses.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and they're not, like, when we talk about these hip hop heads, where are they going to look at Childish Gambino?
Because you could easily say like a Freaks and Geeks or something like that, but like a lot of people don't know that now in 2025. Which is
Sweatpants too, though.
Well, what'd you say, Jelani?
I said Sweatpants too. I think that's like one of his bigger songs.
Yeah, but I mean, but do people know like the rap verse? You know, because they know the I don't want to, or like the OKKK. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know like the whole verse. So you know what I mean?
I don't know. I feel like that's a
I ain't gonna lie. That opening verse, I know my Gambino got that game lot. Yeah, people know.
No, I was saying the second verse. I feel like that's, if we talking about verse, that's probably his most notable. I don't know. Maybe that's. I remember like I was like when I was living in New York a few years ago. I was staying at my aunt's crib, and like my little cousin she might have been like 14 at the time. I remember she used to play that song around the crib all the time, like this way. And I used to wonder like, how did she even? Because she might have been like 6 years old when that song came out. I was like, how did she play Sweatpants? And I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but I think that's like one of his more notable. Just as far as rap goes.
Do you like is like a TikTok song too? So it's like a lot of songs that like LES became his second most streamed song ever, and that was like an album cut off of Camp. Like, you know what Jelani said, he didn't know, like that's why it was voted so high, because it's like, I don't know, it kind of randomly just caught fire. It doesn't have a video. It was an album cut from his most like album that people hated on in terms of like professional critics and stuff. And for some reason that song just, so people know that song.
But
it's kind of like, you know, how we were talking about with Tyler of the She and the songs from like, you know, that era, the Tron Cat era, that have kind of like gotten more popular as the artist got more popular. But go ahead, Mo.
Well, I was gonna say is, as I said, you know, I think a lot of this stuff is, I think us as we're fans of his, you know, we're from Atlanta, so that might add a little bit more to us being fans of his, you know. But as I said, like, you don't hear Gambino brought up in any hip hop conversations. Like when people are just talking about casual hip hop, like as you said, I mean, that's why I go back to like the hip hop heads, or, you know, what are they finna bring up about him? They're gonna be like, I mean, Buddy can rap, yeah, you know, but it's like he don't have like, bro, when he was on this one song, he was just, bro, he just went into a flow state. you know, like, and I think that's where for me, because that's what like you can have a lot of connections within the industry where a lot of people rock with you, but I don't think that necessarily makes you a hip hop legend, you
Well,
know.
okay, what is the one verse for J. Cole that you're like, oh man, everybody said hands down, this is a like other than A Star Is Born, where people were just amazed by the fact that he was on a song with Jay-Z.
I mean, shoot, just when he dropped Clouds, we could do recent times. Like when he dropped Clouds, people would just like,
You're saying people, man, come on, Mo. Come
bro,
on,
people
Mo.
was, bro,
Come
they
on,
was like,
Mo.
bro,
We talking about iconic hip hop verses. We
okay,
talking about
I'm saying like, all right, his most iconic, because I'm talking about like, what is a verse that everybody was just like, bro, when Buddy dropped this, he went into a flow state. People feel that way about Clouds, bro. Like Clouds had,
people ain't feel that way when Gambino went on Hot 97
like they
or
thought that.
Sway.
So I guess maybe like that might be.
I ain't gonna lie, those verses might be his most iconic. Now that I bring that up, because people still post that and talk about that.
Yeah, nah, he definitely did his thing on that, you know. So I mean, that could help the case a little bit more. But yeah, and I don't know why you brought up J. Cole. Cause we can bring up some J. Cole like.
Well, I was just thinking, I was like, I can't think of a J. Cole verse that everybody's like, this is the iconic J. Cole verse. Like, you can think with Kendrick, you can think with Drake. Like, I can think of some verses off top. J. Cole, I can't think of no J. Cole verses off top where everybody's just like, universally, this is J. Cole's. People can think of J. Cole songs, people can think of J. Cole albums.
Bruh. What is that? Johnny P's Caddy. That's it. I'll say
Okay.
that's probably it. Like,
Okay.
yeah, but I mean, but
That's also going back to that's some hardcore hip hop. That's a Benny the Butcher song. That's some hardcore hip hop stuff.
But the thing is, J. Cole snapped so much though. Like he snapped so much that they talk about like, bro, he was like the feature artist of the year. Like his feature run of like what was it?
A lot. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's another good one, bro. But I'm saying like his feature run of like 2020 and like through like 2022 or whatever, they're like, bruh, he just went crazy. Even Big Sean got like on Paradise. Like Buddy snapped on that. Everybody
So you're saying you're making a case Big Sean is more of a rap legend than Childish Gambino.
yes.
Shout out to Big Sean, but no, I can't go.
Wait, you said Big Sean? I thought you said J. Cole. My bad. You said Big Sean.
Yeah, I said Big Sean. Yeah.
I think in rap, yes, in rap, you're like, I think in music, Childish Gambino has done more.
Big Sean don't have no songs with nobody from Wu-Tang Clan.
Like bro, that doesn't make you a rap legend, bro. That don't matter. Like
it does matter, bro.
That does not matter the way you
hip hop. Like that's hip hop, bro. He made hip hop's "We Are the World," bro.
Bruh. No, like I'm telling you, bro. Like the whole thing about him,
it's 18 people on This Is America, bro, and they all rappers. That's the hip hop. We Are the World, yes,
bro. The hip hop We Are the World could also be All of the Lights because there's like 30 people on there too.
But they singers though.
So who are all the people? It's 30 rap. You said it's 18 rappers on.
Let's go. Let's follow.
Yeah, they just saying ad libs. So
yeah, that's not We Are the World.
But they say, hold on. Let me see. We Are the World. Just so y'all don't think I'm just coming up with this by myself now. Hold on, let me see. Was inspired by We Are the World. There it is. We Are the World. Right here.
Said it. So that's what everybody else thinks.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. We Are the World features. Let's see. Where is it? All the ad libs on This Is America. Here we go. Block Boy JB, 21 Savage, Young Thug, Ray Shermer, Smoke Perp or Lil Perp. I assume Smoke Perp because he says geek. Offset, 21 Savage, Block Boy JB, 21 Savage, Quavo, 21 Savage, Block Boy JB, Quavo. This is all I found. Chance. Oh, I didn't know Chance was on We Are the World.
He's not on We Are the
World. Oh, snap.
But so like that's what, like 6 people?
I thought it was more people than that. Like, because I like I saw the credits and it was like way more people than that. Hold on. Is this right here? Let's see. I'm trying to see a full list because I saw some names up there, but I want to see a full list. Where we at? Okay. Gambino, Young Thug, Quavo, 21 Savage, Slim Jimmy, Block Boy JB, Ludwig. Okay, yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Everybody else is just the producers and stuff.
Yeah, 6 people.
Shout out Ali, my boy Ali. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to say that, the Touch It remix got more people than that.
No, touch it remix might be the hip hop we are the world, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, but as I said, like to be well connected in the industry is dope, and I think he's very well connected. But like as a hip hop legend, where like as I said, musically, I think he is a legend. But it's just like as a rapper, like there's not many people who are gonna think of him as a legend, bro. Like I just as I said, like, and there's no slight against him. He's a great creator, a great artist, but I think like as a rapper, a hip hop legend, just because you got some songs with Wu-Tang, you know, Dave East of hip hop.
Santana.
Like I bet like Dave East probably got some songs for a lot of these people, and I don't know.
Consider Dave East a rap legend, yeah.
Dave East not a rap legend.
If not, look, knock on wood. God bless Dave East and his family. Amen. If something happened to Dave East, they calling him in the headlines rap legend Dave East. That's what the headline gonna read. Because Dave East is a quintessential rap artist. Like shout out Dave East for sure. And he been doing this thing for years. And he was a 2016 freshman. Like stuff like that matters. Like when you connected to some legendary stuff in hip hop, that matters.
I don't think Dave East is a rap legend. I think, and the headline not going to say rap legend. They may say like acclaimed artist, acclaimed rapper. You know,
Dave East a rap legend for sure.
Like, but he can rap. Like, but I don't. As I said, like you can't just give out the legend. That's like giving out the Hall of Fame title to just anybody. That's like, is Andrew Bynum like an NBA legend?
Andrew Bynum is a Lakers legend, yes.
Comparing Davies to Andrew Bynum is crazy.
I mean, but like,
I agree. I don't think he's a legend, but I just think that's a hilarious comparison.
Andrew Bynum is a Lakers legend, yes.
I mean, I don't even think the Lakers would call him a legend. I think
Lakers legend, 100%.
Bro, they appreciate him.
If Josh Smith is a Hawks legend, Andrew Bynum is a Lakers legend.
Nah. It's different standards though for the Hawks.
Like,
I don't mean that.
Shout out Jay Smooth though, Atlanta's own.
I think the Lakers, it's so many different like first ballot Hall of Famers that done played there. I don't know if they like when I even like low key Pau Gasol is like a lower tier Lakers legend. He was a great player, even though he's a Lakers legend, but he's not on the same tier as like Kobe and Shaq as far as or Kareem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think
but he is an esteemed Lakers alumni. Like Andrew Bynum is an esteemed Lakers alumni, just like Lamar Odom, just like even you know what I'm saying. It depends on how
Odom's a Lakers legend.
Yes. Yes,
he has a better case than Andrew Bynum.
He is an esteemed Lakers alumni.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Esteemed.
But look though, if you're young enough. Sasha Vujacic is a Lakers legend.
All right, now
to certain people, I have heard people say that. See, when we say legend, like we I don't know.
The first team I can remember was 09, 2010. Sasha Vujacic to me is a Lakers legend.
I mean, so like at that point, then there's a lot of people just because who was there during the time in which you watched them or when you grew up. Like, I don't think that makes them an overall legend. They could be one of your personal legends where it's like, man, this person during the time, like, what's his name? Brian Finneran. Like, you know, he's
some like, people could consider him a Falcons legend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some people will consider him, but then in the grander scheme of things, like, and realistically, he ain't a legend. That's why I said you throwing the legend.
A franchise legend, I feel like it's a different standard. A franchise legend and a game legend. Like Brian Finneran is not an NFL legend. Brian Finneran can make a good case to be a Falcons legend. Keith Brooking is not an NFL legend. Keith Brooking can make a very good case to be a Falcons legend.
No facts. Okay, but so let's bring it back to the hip hop conversation then. So if we're comparing Dave East to Andrew Bynum, and he's a Lakers legend, so Dave East is a New York legend.
100%. Yes.
But an overall hip hop.
New York rap legend Dave East. Do.
Okay, yeah. And then like you could say with Childish Gambino.
Gambino is a blog era legend. Yes.
I agree with that.
Yeah, so I'll give you that. If you minimize it, I'm talking about all of hip hop. Like the legend category, I'm thinking throughout.
I think okay. I'll give y'all this. Blog era legend, 100%. Overall, they gotta say, if you're talking about music, you gotta say music, because like you said, a lot of his commercial success came from and a million souls that move around the sun. Like some kids probably didn't even know that Childish Gambino rap, and they've been listening to Childish Gambino their whole life.
Right.
Because Joker ain't rap in 10 years. For whatever reason, I don't know why he stopped rapping. But anyway, that's a whole nother rant for a whole nother day. But yeah, man. Okay. I want to ask y'all before we get into this lineup. We're gonna get into the lineup. How y'all feel about Danny Brown saying the big three is him, Earl Sweatshirt, and Kendrick Lamar?
I didn't hear that.
I mean, I disagree, but I'm not mad at the self-confidence at all. Like, I feel like rappers, you're supposed to feel like if you make an art that you believe in, or if you're making music that you believe in, like you should feel that way about yourself. I don't. And as far as the Earl pick, that's probably just his personal opinion, which is nothing wrong with. I'm an Earl Sweatshirt fan, so I don't necessarily agree though. I don't think, I think we use that phrase "big three" for those three guys for a reason. Like those was, and ain't even to say that those was the three best. It's just as far as like mainstream rap, consistently rapping ability, and like catalog over the last 15 years, those would be like probably as far as like Cole, Kendrick, and Drake, like, those was like the big three. But I'm not mad at nobody else.
Success.
Say it again.
Commercial success.
Yeah, in terms of commercial success over the last 15 years, those are the big three.
But and I would say if he's talking about like abstract artists, like if he was to say something like that, like because he had me when he said himself, Earl, and then I was waiting for another name that wasn't Kendrick. With Kendrick, it's like, oh, you put yourself up there. Okay,
he was saying big three overall, yeah.
Yeah, but I think like if he wanted to do like abstract artists, whereas like him, I'm trying to think who's another really good like abstract artist. I don't know. I guess
all the ones I know is two. They super underground, like
yeah.
like Navy Blue, like they super like Zaloopers, like those are like way underground.
Right. I was gonna say maybe I don't.
What'd you say, Mo? You went out. Your mic. Okay, I hear you.
I was saying I don't know about like Denzel Curry.
Denzel Curry, yeah.
If you would put him in abstract, but if you did like Danny Brown, Earl, Denzel Curry, in the big three of abstract rap, I would have been like yes, like I'll give you that.
Shout out to Flint Flossie.
Right.
What from Let Me Spank It?
Let me spank it, girl. Smash him like that. That's a real like abstract. You know what I mean?
Fact.
See, the thing about them that was dope is that like they were in on the joke, which that actually makes me respect like what they did even more, because it's hard to write like a catchy, funny song in like I respect them as artists for being able to pull that off.
Who is okay? All right, who the funny big three? I would say it's Riff Raff, Lil B, and Blueface.
I'll give you that.
I'm a fan of. I never really listened to Riff Raff like that, but whenever I heard his verses, I definitely liked what I heard. You know what I'm saying? Like I never was like, "Yo, turn that Riff Raff verse off." You know what I'm saying? So I definitely respect him, and I was a Lil B is in low key like one of my top 10 favorite rappers of all time. If I'm being honest, like
you never said turn the verse off, but you also never said turn the verse on.
All right,
there you go.
Yeah, I was waiting for someone to disrespect I ain't gonna disrespect Jody High Roller like that. You know what I'm saying? If you ever been in the car with me in 2014, you already know what Riff Raff mean to me for sure. Shout out Riff Raff, Jody High Roller, man.
Nah, he hard. Like I rock with Riff Raff. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like Jelani from what he was saying, I was just like,
And
yeah.
everybody liked that one song when I played it too. Everybody, I didn't matter who in the car. Everybody always said, "What song this is? What was the name of this song?" Every time, the Dolce and Gabbana.
Yeah.
Every
His
time I
first
played that, whoever
song,
was in the song, they asked whoever was in the car. They asked, "What song was that?"
his verse on Migos jumping out the gym was crazy.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
personal
jumping out
favorite of mine.
that was one of the better songs I think of like the decade easily. But
Yeah.
all right, let's get into it, man. This lineup. So Saturday, Lareezy opening up. Shout out Lareezy, man, friend of the channel. Welcome to Louisiana. Pick out the hammer. And then next is Navy Blue. Shout out Navy Blue. Navy Blue, he keeps switching his name between his real name and Navy Blue. Shouts out to Navy Blue, though. He on a crazy run, too, with the producing and things of that sort. He been producing mad albums, and they all been hard. Shout out to Navy Blue. Samara Sin is next up. Oh, my gosh. Samara Sin, dog. She just linked up with Overcast again, and they did a little freestyle and stuff like that. And Samara is just... she's out of here. She's like, she overcame like the Doja Cat, like, oh, she just sounds like Doja Cat. She overcame that, and she's just dope. Like, she's really carved out a space for her. Shout out to her. This is Saturday, by the way. Oh, these are all Saturday, different the different stages. Somber, I don't know much about them, but they just played Saturday Night Live, so he or them, they should be doing well for themselves. I believe they're white too. Tim's is next. Hard. You know it's good when they got Tim going on this early in the day. Don Toliver. Okay, I ain't gonna lie to you. Don Toliver after Tim's is kind of crazy. But you know, that's just me. It is America. And in America, Don Toliver is probably bigger than Tim's, which is crazy to think about, but he probably is in America. So there it is right there. And then
He might be bigger, I think, outside of like maybe Africa. Like, I think he's probably a bigger artist in like Europe and stuff too. And then with Kali Uchis being like that connection that they have, because them being featured on songs together, he probably has a bigger like Latin community like fan base.
Oh yeah, and this is LA.
Yeah, so I just think overall Don Toliver is just a bigger artist than Tim's, like
That's
worldwide,
crazy.
outside
That's
of.
Think about.
I mean, I don't think it's that crazy. Don Toliver is on a crazy, like, he has elevated every album. Like, I don't know if you like really listen to him, but like every album like he's made has gotten better and better. And this last album was really good, really good. So I'm excited for him to drop another one. The last one he dropped was last year, but that like it was Hearthstone or whatever, something like that. Yeah, like he went crazy.
Jelani, words on Don Toliver versus Tim's.
I mean, I don't know. I never really listened to Don Toliver like that. I mean, obviously Tim's got like the bigger mainstream songs, like as far as Essence and yeah. I feel like I've heard Tim's get played on the radio, but Don Toliver does have, especially with him being affiliated with Travis Scott. I feel like he's talented on his own, but I definitely feel like that also helped him gain like a big fan base too.
One thing real quick, Mo, to show like why I be like keep my distance. So I seen him one time right at a festival, and I was just recording it, and you know he doing after party. I said, okay, cool. So I'm showing somebody the next day. They said, why did Three Horns come out with fire when the beat dropped? I said, what? I look back. He had 3 dragon horns come out with fire in it when it's okay. I pull up at the after party. I said, oh no. And I seen him perform again at Revolt World. And that time I was like, everything he was doing, I was looking at him kind of skeptical. So, but I mean, I do love the song. Girl, just wanna have. Girl, just shout out Tito Touchdown, my dog.
Yeah. So look, I think Tim has like, she has 2 songs that are probably like bigger commercially, but then overall catalog, Don Toliver's is like easily bigger. Because I think about you got After Party, you got Bandit, you got Lemonade, you got that song 3 a.m. that's out right now with him and Low Shimmy. So I think just like, yeah, overall, like as I said, I think he has bigger, like more notable songs. Like I'm pretty sure he probably has more charting songs than her, you know? Like I don't know that for a fact, but I would probably bet that he does.
You saying it's more so like quantity versus, significance for real.
Yeah, because it's like as I said, she got Essence. Excuse me. She got Essence, and then the song that Drake and Future sampled her on.
Wait for you.
Yeah. Even though she didn't say I will wait for you, she said I won't wait for you.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
ATL Jacob chopped it up like that?
No, it's just the way she sings.
Oh,
like even
shout
in
out
the
ATL Jacob.
Yeah, even if you listen to the original, I like the original too. Like I listen to Tim, so I like Tim. So that's why it's not that I'm saying this as if I don't rock with her. I really enjoy her music too. But yeah, she had talked about it in an interview one time. She was like, "Yeah, like I didn't say I will wait for you. She said I won't wait for you." But I think overall, like more people like. From what I hear, like a lot of people are big fans of Don Toliver. That's why if you look at first week sales, like Buddy sell, it's not like he's not going under like 125K. I don't believe.
Hey, I mean, shout out Don Toliver for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Jelani, did you want to say anything else? I saw you leaning forward, so I didn't know if you want to say anything.
Oh no! I was just looking at just reading the thing. So
then next is Tyler Creator, and this is the closest I think we'll get to a Tyler Creator Childish Gambino versus. But Childish Gambino and Tyler going back to back. They both only have 1 hour sets. I'm not even gonna lie, like off top, I want both of them to have an hour and a half, bruh. But so it's gonna be a lot of songs we miss. But yeah, man, like how y'all feeling? Well, we not even done. We not even done. But before we talk about the rest of it, different stage. Rayvon, shout out Rayvon. He's had a big year, starting off with this beef with Joey. Almeida, shouts out to TDE. This must be the TDE stage. She's doing her thing and stuff like that in the rock and roll lane. Shout out TDE. AG Club, they've been doing. They have their like fan base. They've had it for a while now, stuff like that. Shout out to them. Men I Trust, I've heard the name before. I'm not familiar with them. Paris, Texas, Tyler been high on him for a little minute, or them. I think it's like a duo. He been high on them or him for a little minute. They opened for him on the Chromacopia tour, everything like that. Mo saw Paris, Texas because he's at the Chromacopia tour. What can you say about Paris, Texas, Mo?
They cool. Yeah, I think it's like 2 or 3 of them. It's kind of like that little bit of mix of like hip hop and rock, put together. But yeah, I rock with them. It was it's 2 of them. But yeah, as I said, they cool. Not really what I like. They didn't have anything that made me be like, oh, let me go look at the discography like that. But I think, they're very creative and talented, but it just wasn't anything that really stood out for me to want to go listen to.
For sure. Shout out to Paris, Texas. Malcolm Todd. When I seen this, I was like, the preacher? Who's Malcolm Todd? Y'all know Malcolm Todd?
Nah.
They performing pretty late too, so they must be like kind of big. Let me see. Malcolm Todd. Also white dude. Tyler love them white boys. Oh no. I seen this dude before. I seen him before. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna cap him down. I seen him before because I seen this album cover before. Yeah, I seen this everywhere. So he must make some good music because like how people be posting the screenshots of their music. I see this all the time. This cover photo all the time. I just never listen to him. Yeah. I ain't gonna play with him like that. Like pause. I'm familiar with dude. I just never listened to him. And then Clips is closing that night on the stage. So if you're there, pretty much you can go see Tyler, go see Clips, and then go see Childish Gambino.
They got Clips and Glorilla performing at the same time.
Oh yeah. They did that. He did that like a year ago. Yeah, last year. He had Mace performing at the same time as him. And I'm like, dang. And Mace had a good crowd too. So he just had like the perfect everybody who wanted to see who they wanted to see, got to see who they wanted to see. So I guess like we'll go here before we go to the last stage. What would y'all do at this time from 6:00 to the close? I think I'm going. You kind of have to go Don Toliver. He the only one performing at this point. And then I'm going to Larry June. And then I'm going to Tyler. And then I'm probably going to go see Clips over Glorilla just because I've seen Glorilla a couple times before already. I've seen Clips once, like, because randomly Pusha T was performing at the Hip Hop Awards. And then Malice came out and they just started doing grinding. I was like, what the heck? And this was when Malice was like still hiding. This was a couple years ago. But they did that. And then I would go see Childish Gambino, of course. So what y'all doing from 6 to 10 or 11?
I would probably, like, as you said, like, because I don't even know who Malcolm Todd is, so I wouldn't go see that. And I like Larry June a lot. So it pretty much for me between Glorilla and Clips. I've seen Glorilla perform at a festival before because she was at One Music Fest last year. Very good set. I did enjoy it a lot. I haven't seen Clips perform, so I'll maybe do like first half Glorilla and then go towards the end of Clips because then they're going to play more songs that I will actually want to hear.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll probably start at Glorilla, then head over to the Clips towards like the second half, especially since their set's a little bit longer. I'll probably leave out of like Glorilla around like 9:30 or so, and then head over to Clips.
Jelani, what you doing? Clips or Glorilla?
Definitely Clips. No disrespect to Glorilla. I like her music. Well, I like her as a rapper, but like I'm a legitimate Clips fan, so yeah, that would be easy for me.
Bro,
yeah, say again.
No, go ahead, Jelani. I gotta let you cook.
Oh yeah, no. And then I would. I definitely would start if we start at 6. Yeah, I definitely go. Even though I'm not like really a Don Toliver fan, but like from what I've heard, I feel like I would enjoy. I haven't like heard anything that made me say like I don't like him. You know what I'm saying? I've heard him on features and stuff. He sounded good on the features, so I'll check him out. And then yeah, even though I'm not like against Larry June, I just never really listened to his music like that. But I am a 2 Chainz fan, so I would go to that show. I feel like that'd be a dope show. And then yeah, go to Tyler, and then we go to Clips, and then go to Gambino. There's some overlap, but yeah, that's not a bad. Tyler, for me personally, Tyler, Clips, Gambino on the same night would be dope.
Oh yeah, for sure. I seen Pusha T and Tabernacle one night, bro. For like it was like this e-gaming thing. And so it wasn't that many people because it wasn't just an exclusively Pusha T show. It was like hey, come to this e-gaming event, and then we're gonna have Pusha T perform at the end of it. Shout out to community, shout out to Ryan Johnson. And man, it was so dope. Cause like it wasn't that many people there and stuff like that. So we was up front. And then like I was like rapping all the words, say if you know, you know. And like he locked eyes with me, and then he was like, "That sounded harder to see like a tiger skin." And then he saw me getting hype, so at the end of the line, he went, "Yeah!" And I was like, "Dang, bro!" And then he was in between songs, and then my boy, and then Malik, Malik, he was just like, "Easy," and then he said, "Easy." That's what I'm talking about. And then we started laughing. He said, "Hey, man, I ain't no fans. We all in this together. We interacting. That's how this go." I was like, bro, I rock with Pusha T as a performer. And this whole encore was just the good music remixes. So it was, oh man, it was a great show.
Actually, so now that I'm looking at it, I wouldn't go see Clips. I would go get an early good spot for Childish Gambino.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably leave Glorilla about like 9:30 and then go get a good spot for Gambino.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, Gambino and Tyler, they put on great shows. Gambino, he's slowing up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I went to the last show, he's slowing up a little bit because he getting older. Like he like 44 now. He like 42. But because back in the day, oh man, like especially when Mo first seen him at the Fox, Joker was jumping on the speaker, everything like that. When I seen him, because of internet, he dancing all around the stage like this. He's singing and rapping and he was doing everything in that sweater too. I was like, bro, how is he doing this? But now he slowed up a little bit, but he's still a good performer. And Tyler's a great performer, but Tyler said he getting tired too. So yeah, those are definitely the two best performers probably in the whole set list and stuff. Last stage, so Loopers. Y'all know how I feel about Zalooper. I played that last album for y'all last time. Both y'all was rocking with it. Definitely got to see Zaloopers. Definitely got to see AZ Chite. You know what I'm saying? For the coast. Now we at Dodger Stadium. Mike G. I think Mike G got he got the Marietta ties and everything like that, which is crazy because I looked him up afterwards and it was like LA. I don't know if he actually got Marietta ties or he was just randomly at Turtletopia. He was randomly at Turtletopia, then that means literally just big deal. Just big deal. What do you think, Mo?
I think he probably just had ties with them.
Shouts out to Mike G. Jelani, if you are unaware of what Turtletopia was, literally they had this out of Carter's, shout out Carter, DJ Dolphin Tis. He had this show outside of his garage every weekend or once a weekend, once a month at his parents' garage, and he just have local acts do open mics. So he had Larry do it when Larry dropped like their Hood Rich mixtape with what I'm saying, with DJ Scream. And so they were huge at the time. Pause. They had Brandon Thomas perform, the producer of You Guessed It, and that whole tape of Give 'Em Hell with OG Macko and Key. Rest in peace, OG Macko. And then what else? Who else was there? And then Mike G was there from Odd Future. So it was just like it was a lot of big wigs there. Ended up getting shut down before Larry Leak ever got to perform. But yeah, it was a legendary night. And that was one of the last times I saw Kim too. Rest in peace, Kim. Our dog. BB Tricks next. Shouts out to BB Tricks. She got a song with Caribou. I will not be watching that. Chesil, I don't know who that is. I will not be watching that. Larry June, Alchemist, 2 Chainz. Because if you don't work, you don't eat, young man. I love that album. I gotta go watch it. And the Alchemist. And then Glorilla, like I said, I love Glorilla. I've seen her perform multiple times. Like Mo said, she put on a great show. She has great energy. At the same time, it's just you at the same time as Gambino and Clips. It's a tough sell. It's a tough sell. 6-7. So any thoughts on this last stage, on the Nas stage for Saturday?
Nah, not really. Yeah, I wouldn't probably maybe go see. Nah, yeah. So I probably wouldn't go to the last stage. I ain't gonna lie, except for Larry June.
I might see AZ Chike performance. I just feel I like West Coast rap.
So was when he dropped when he was on GNX, was that the first time y'all heard AZ Chike?
Yeah.
I had heard of him. That was my first time actually listening to his music though. I had never. Oh man. Shout out to Dan. Yeah, he left a few comments for us.
Shout out Dan.
Yeah, shout out to Dan. Yeah, no, that was my first time actually listening to him rap though.
When he was beefing with Draco the Ruler, that's when I first heard about him. I heard a few songs from him.
Oh yeah, I forgot about all that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
dangerous.
Yeah, he was one of Draco's like main ops.
Wow.
Is he from Inglewood?
Yeah.
That would make because I know at one point Draco was beefing with an entire city, which is crazy.
Yeah, either he's from Inglewood or it was like him and there's another dude that was collaborating a lot during that time. And I couldn't remember if it was him or the other guy just was around them all the time, you know. But I don't know if AZ Trike is actually from Inglewood, but I know he's affiliated with a lot of them.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, you know,
The coast.
yeah, because that's when, you know, Draco had dropped Ingleweird.
Yeah, which is crazy. Like to diss a whole city.
Yeah, RP Draco, man.
Yeah, RP low key like one of the more influential rappers of like the last 30 years. Like just as far as LA rap, like he changed the whole sound out there.
Yeah, no, 100%. And you know, I did the thing on like where they was talking about Kendrick stole Draco's flow for GNX, and I was saying Drakeo, and people was like, in the comments, Draco, not Drakeo. I said, bro, I'm from Atlanta, bro. I'm not from the West, bro. Like, chill on me, dog. Shout out to Gina Views as well, West Coast legend for the media and everything. She plugged into all that stuff. She was there from the ground levels in the early 2010s, hosting ciphers and working her way up through media and radio and stuff like that. Shout out to Gina View.
Yeah,
she killing me right now.
She fine. Like she's so good at her job, you wouldn't even realize that she fine.
Oh no, brother, I definitely realized.
I didn't realize for a little minute, and I was like, "That's Gina Views." And I met her before, and I didn't even realize.
Yeah, no, she definitely bounced back. I wouldn't even say bounced back because she never really fell off, but she definitely wasn't affected by when she got laid off by No Jumper.
Tyler, Claro might be my favorite white girl, bro, in music, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, gang.
Like the music she make?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. I never could get into her. Like I went to listen to a couple songs and it just wasn't really hitting for me.
Claro different. I can be a pretty girl. Come on, man. Claro? Juna? Yeah. Claro's different.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'll go back and try and give it a listen. It just wasn't like I listened to a couple of her tracks. It just wasn't really hitting for me for real.
Yeah. She different. She born in Atlanta, but she grew up in Boston though. So she not from like people be like, it's crazy how Claro from Atlanta. She's I guess not really from Atlanta though. Just born here. But yeah.
Yeah, I keep seeing her name, but I never checked her music out before.
Claro hard. She been hard since 2018 too. I'm trying to see the Sunday lineup. T-Pain. Trying to see, is it it's right here. It's in the same tweet. Okay, here we go. All right, we're gonna pull up Sunday. All right, let's do it. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I had to get on my low side. This is my first time seeing this one, the Sunday one. Ooh, all right, I'm done. Man, first stage. Zach Fox, 304. Enough time to go to church. So if you in LA, go to church, Buster. That's how they say it. Go to church or you a mark, homie. All right. Zach Fox, 305 to 435. Geezer, don't know who that is. Claro, y'all know how I feel about Claro. Dochi, y'all know how I feel about Dochi. ASAP Rocky, Rakim, yes, sir. Next stage, even better. Party of Two, formerly known as Group Therapy. Shouts out to Party of Two. Kilo Kish, the low-key, alternative, lo-fi, R&B legend. Kilo Kish. Deb Never, don't know who that is. Damo Genesis, Odd Future, Forever. Lil Tyler, Tony Snow variant. Tony Snow copycat. Tony Snow little brother. Tony Snow little cousin. Shout out to
I don't think so.
when he first came out, when Law and Order first came out, bro, I was like, this is Tony's flow.
I guess I never attribute it to him personally.
But he does. Like he says multiple, like he's shown Tony that love and respect. Like cause he remixed the song, you know, the Playboy Cardi, I'm So Proud of You.
No.
So but it's over the beat of "Look What I Got On."
Okay.
So that was just a popular beat at the time, and Tony had the most popular version, but Playboy Cardi also had a version, and so like Lil Tyler did a freestyle over it, and he was saying, I saw probably like the Cardi version, and then at the end he was like, "Walked out looking like money, look what I got," and so like he gives Tony that respect and that like, yo, this is a huge influence for me all the time. So shouts out
Where
to
did
Lil
he
Tyler.
say that? Where did
What'd you
he
say?
say that? I was just saying where he said
It's a
that. 'Cause I was
freestyle.
looking. Oh, okay. 'Cause I was looking it up. Like I see they got a song together, but
They
like
got a couple of songs together.
yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Like I see they got some songs together, but I don't see him like saying like I got my flow from Tony.
Yeah, and then he brought him out at his Atlanta show.
Okay.
Yeah. So Don Tolliver brought out Tony Snow and they had his Atlanta show last year. So
Okay.
shout out Don Tolliver. But yeah, Lil Tyler. I seen he got a good set for 30 minutes. Oh yeah, this should be nothing but hits, or at least halfway hits. Tizo touchdown after that. Tizo touchdown, great artist. Claro or Tizo touchdown. I'm not gonna lie, I might be watching Claro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And that might be like a huge, you know what I'm saying? Oh. Now this, I'ma just have to catch the end of Doechii. I seen Doechii live. I've never seen Earl live before, bro. And Earl is literally performing in my town right when you guys are down here, bro. And I can't go because I'll be working then. Football
Right.
season. It ain't no weekends on football season, to be honest, bro. It just is what it is. But Earl sweater, man, I gotta see one of the best MCs of his generation. Then T-Pain. You can watch T-Pain full set. That was nice of him to do so people won't be empty for T-Pain. They'll show T-Pain that respect before they go to ASAP Rocky.
Right.
All right. Last stage, GFU. No idea. This look like a lot of international artists. Left Brain, shouts out to Odd Future. Mike, the MC. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, this is what I'm doing. Shouts out to Damo Genesis. I'm going to Zach Fox. I'm going straight to Mike. Dreams are rich. I'm getting poured. And nowadays, all I pray for strength and some more. Come on, man. Watered down. Shout out to Mike, man.
So I'm guessing Zach Fox doing a DJ set.
Yeah.
Man, see, that's the thing, bro. Like, he another one. He like Gambino, like rap, bro. Like, gosh, Lee, bro, rap, bro. Do F around and find out. That's what we want to hear from you, Zach Fox. Dude, Jesus is the one. We don't want to hear you mix is going down with, an R&B overplayed sample, bro. Like,
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna like maybe like the last 30, but it's an hour and 30 minutes. He doesn't have a set list for hour 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, no. He don't have the catalog for that, respectfully.
Yeah, so he probably gonna DJ and then and then after a point turn on a couple of his songs and then probably go back to finish off the DJ set.
I hope so. But Zach Fox, I'm going Zach Fox and I'm going to Mike. Shout out Damo Genesis though. Shout out Odd Future. Without y'all, there will be no Flawed Non Festival. However, I'm skipping the set. I'm not gonna lie. Mike. After that, I'm gonna go up Lil Tyler. After that, I'm gonna go Fushi. Girls don't play by the same rules that the boys do.
I'm pretty sure Fauci.
It's not Fauci or Fouché?
Fauci.
It's okay. Fauci, are you sure? We locking that in? Fauci?
I'm pretty sure, but I don't know for a fact, but I'm almost positive.
Girls don't play by the same rule that the boys do. All right, next. Like I said, okay. All right, I'll probably split. I'm not even gonna lie. I'll split Tizo and Claro. I'm not gonna lie. And then I'm going to see. Ooh. Okay, I gotta see 30 minutes of Thundercat. So I'm gonna miss them changes to see the whole Earl set. I gotta see the whole Earl set. Then I'll go see Doechii. Then I'll go see T-Pain. Then I'll go see ASAP Rocky. And shouts out to Karel and Paco because they big like Spanish artists and stuff like that. But I'm listening to the Americans. Fellas, what y'all doing? What y'all doing? What's the big choice here on Sunday?
I I mean, yeah, I would probably go see Doechii because I ain't never seen her perform. And yeah, probably Doechii, then go to T-Pain, then go to ASAP.
So I guess
And then definitely,
the big decision is Dolce and Earl Sweatshirt.
yeah, because I mean, I'm for sure going to Tizo. I mean, I've seen him perform, but I would rather go see Tizo than Claro. Even if like, yeah, it's just her soft music and stuff is just not what I would want to. Like, if I'm at a festival, I don't want nothing like, I don't want to be like no lullabies. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
I heard it.
trying to vibe. And then yeah, so I think the rest of them just pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, cause I'll go straight from Thundercat to Doechii.
So you skipping Earl all the way.
Oh
yeah, we had this discussion. You don't like Earl.
I mean, I like Earl. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan. Like, so it's not like I know a bunch of music. So I'm like, I'd rather go to people that I know I'm going to enjoy for sure. Like I've seen Thundercat perform as well too, but also it's just Earl don't have music.
Atlanta.
Yeah, they opened up for Anderson .Paak.
Oh dang! Gosh, dang!
Mm-hmm.
That's a great tour.
Yeah, but and then I feel like also Earl yet again is just like doesn't make music that I want to see performed. Even like the songs that I do like, he doesn't really have no music that I want to see performed like that.
You don't want to see him do fine chocolate stuff like that. Follow the way and I felt like a lime.
I mean, that would be cool. Like, I mean, like, like that's just a verse. Like, you know, and it's like it's not even that long of a verse. So,
but last year he brought out everybody else that was on the song, or like he brought out El Cuso. They did that song and then they did the other one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I said like that would be it's like would I rather go see wait for that one moment? That's the thing with festivals, you know, it's like you're really when you go see certain artists, you may be just looking for that one moment and you don't know when it's coming.
Yeah.
So instead of me, like I genuinely like Thundercat. Like I will listen to Thundercat and like I do listen to Thundercat. And then Doechii, you know, of course, you know, I rock with Doechii, you know.
And she's high energy.
Yeah, you know. So that would be but like Earl, you know, I feel like, you know, he gonna do his thing. That's like, you know, when I went to One Music Fest this year, I saw Damani.
Shout out Damani.
Yeah, you know, and it was just like, you know, Buddy can rap. But it's just like he can really rap. It's just like, you know, in a performance atmosphere, like I like to I've just I don't know, unless I really, really usually got some songs that I'm just like, bruh, you be snapping on this. Like I want to see performance, not just you rap, you know.
You know what's kind of ironic about Damani's career? I think his best song and probably his biggest song is like the one where DC Young Fly singing on the hook.
Facts.
And that's a great song. Like that's a great song. Like, yeah, shout out DC Young Fly. He did his thing on that song.
It's like with Domani, I feel like it's the same as Earl, where like, you know, when I looked, everybody was just like, you know, everybody just kind of, you know, just like rocking their head, you know, as opposed to like, yeah, you know, like if I say I'm at a festival, like I don't want to just be sitting here like, you know.
Earl a little more turned than that though. Like, but I mean, but I hear what you're saying. I think compared to Doechii, she's such a like is so like in your face with the performance that it might be like just an overall higher vibe and stuff. But Earl show, especially at Flog and all, like he'd be like, because last year he was like, "Come on, man, we created this festival for like teenagers to mosh pit, like you know." So,
and what song did he play for them to mosh pit?
They be moshing the East.
That's a crazy song to mosh to.
they be begging him to play East so they can mosh pit to it.
Yeah, no.
Jelani, where are you going?
Yeah, I'm a way bigger Earl Sweatshirt fan than I'm a Doechii fan, but I probably would go see Doechii just because I feel like it'd probably be a better live show, like Mo said. And then after that, so yeah, you got Doechii. Yeah, I'm definitely going to see T-Pain for sure. Like that might be the one that I might be most excited to see because that out of everybody here, that's the artist I probably know the most. No, well, him or Rocky that I know the most songs from. So yeah, I would be very excited to see T-Pain perform. And then I would go see Rocky. See, it's some overlap too, so it'd be kind of hard to get into. But I'll watch Rocky from the back of the crowd. The thing, Rocky. I mean, obviously he's Tyler's friend, but like Rocky really headlines a lot of music festivals, and he hasn't put out an album.
I knew you was gonna say that when you said the thing about Rocky.
Yeah, I'm a Rocky fan, but it's like I don't like. At this point, it's almost like he's until he puts out a new album, he's a novelty act at this point.
Yeah, a legacy act.
A legacy act, not a novelty act. Yeah, a legacy act at this point.
He a rap legend.
Rocky is a rap legend.
Rocky is a rap legend.
Yeah,
I would say Rocky is a rap legend.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, no.
See, but Trey, like I'm about to say Trey. See, that's how mad I was. But Mo, he testing it like yeah, Rocky a rap legend. Like Drake real. Is Drake a real person? Yeah, he testing it. But like, man, see, cause look, Gambino in the same cipher as Rocky at the BET Awards. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but we're talking who had more impact just as a rapper, like overall. Like you take Rocky from like 2011 to like 2018. He had more overall impact as a rapper than Gambino.
Okay, let's go. All the weird kids that came after Gambino and cite Gambino.
Who?
Them gay dudes. What? Brockhampton.
Oh, okay.
JPEG Mafia. IDK. You know, all them dudes like that.
They cite Gambino's influence.
Brockhampton for sure, and I don't know about JPEG because like Peggy, he like the same age as Gambino, but he popped later than him, so I don't know about him. But a couple other guys, yeah, they cite Gambino as that guy.
I mean, I think he's an influence, but I think they're all under the umbrella of Kanye. I think that because all the people you listed, except for Brockhampton, I think they're more influenced, including Gambino, all have that influence that come down from Kanye.
But how many people you know influenced by Stacks, but they like, yeah, I'm influenced from Kanye, or like influenced from Pharrell, and they be like, yeah, but I'm influenced from Kanye.
I mean, it depends on, because I think like Tyler is influenced by Kanye, but you can tell that his main influence was always Pharrell. So it's just like you can have multiple influences, but it's just like who like really more molded you as an artist. I think, you know, it's times where you'll hear like maybe like some Gambino songs that will give you inspiration, but then it's like Kanye as a whole is going to be like more inspired, because then you'll hear, just like I listened to what's her name? My girl, Snow Allegra. And you can listen to a Snow Allegra's, that's the type of music that you wanted to make. You could be inspired by her, but then her music is also very remnant of like Stevie Wonder at times. And like she talks about, like she says it in songs and stuff about her listening to Stevie Wonder. So like clearly there's an influence there. And so I feel like that's one of those things that yeah, you could be influenced by artists that was influenced by another artist because they incorporate that same like feel within their music. And I think that's the same with like Gambino and Kanye. Whereas like you're inspired overall by Kanye, but then you can be inspired by some Gambino songs because it gave that feel of Kanye.
No, I hear you. Billie Eilish.
Billie
Okay.
Eilish, what about her?
She Childish Gambino influence.
In what way?
She said it herself.
I mean, and if I say, I think you could be. It's like these are people that like inspire me, but then it's just like, does their music reflect anything that is similar to this person?
You don't think Billie Eilish music sound like Childish Gambino music?
Nah.
I think a lot of it does.
Nah. What song? Like, give me like
Bad
name.
Guy. I'll go Bad Guy, and then I'll go The Birds of a Feather. Two of the only Billie Eilish songs I know.
And what song from Gambino sounds like that?
I say Birds of a Feather, that soft little singing, that na, 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 na. That is Gambino. Step Beach. Oh, come on, man. What are we talking about, man?
I mean, if she said that he influenced her, like, I can't argue against that.
You can't argue against the person who said it themselves.
No, I mean, I could see them being influenced, but I don't think her music sounds like, I don't think she was like, I'm trying to sound like Gambino on this song. I think it's just like, these are people that I listened to growing up, and then maybe songwriting skills. Like, as I write songs, like, I'm influenced by, like, I liked how they did such and such, but I don't think her music sounds anything like Gambino's. Like, I don't like, and I hear you with the
inspiration for me since I was like 10. First favorite artist, pretty much, Childish Gambino. 1,000,000,000%. That's a god. You can't even put him in a list of other people. Childish Gambino like created me. Donald Glover.
I mean, like, yeah, like I feel like you can be inspired, but I don't think her music sounds like Gambino at all. I think like it's a little bit of a reach to say that she sounds like Gambino. I mean, like if I say you could be inspired by somebody, but it's like you're not gonna make the same music. Like you don't have to make the same music with them. It's like, or even like this could be a person that inspires you to make your own music. Cause it's just like, yo, like I just love his music so much. I want to make my own music and make my own sound. Like that's a very common thing as well.
Jelani, how you feel after seeing that video?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with the point of like somebody can influence you, but you don't necessarily. See, it's kind of hard to say though because it's like somebody can influence you, and you might not make necessarily the same type of music that they make. So like, they still are an influence. Like you take that influence and you make your own version of whatever you make based off that influence. So it's like, for example, like Young Thug is influenced by Kanye, but he doesn't sound anything like Kanye musically. Like, or even there was a period of Young Thug's career when he sounded a lot like Lil Wayne. That was like his biggest influence. But after a certain point, like now he doesn't sound anything like Lil Wayne. Like it's a totally different style. So I think somebody can be an influence on you, but you don't sound like that artist per se.
Yeah. I think
but I also don't listen to enough Billie Eilish to know like if she does sound like Childish Gambino or not.
Because I think it's one of those things that like you'll listen to so much music that like as a person who makes music, I love Stevie Wonder. I've never thought like I want to make a song that sounds like Stevie Wonder. You know, it's like I just love his music though, you know? And I think that's where like, and some people can inspire you because it's just like, man, they really got in their bag. I want to go get into my own personal bag. And that's why I think like Billie Eilish is more of like such a big fan of his that it's like, man, this makes me want to go create something right now of my own, you know? It's not that I'm going to the studio and I want to sound like Childish. And I definitely think Bad Guys reach. I don't think nothing Childish like Gambino's ever made sound like Bad Guy, bro.
With the beat drop, with the I'm that bad dub.
Yeah, nah, I still don't. If you can give me a
Flight of Zilas to Stockholm.
oh, definitely not. No.
Orlando, hotel to the bar. Yeah, with the boom 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 boom. That ain't the same as Bad Guy. That's the same.
So
thing?
Gambino made 808s, bro. That's what you
No.
telling me? Like
No.
Gambino made, cause that's what you saying right now. Like you talk about boom boom. Like so Gambino made 808s.
No, but it's the type of 808s and the way they use them is the exact same way that he used them in a particular song on a very popular album of his.
Nah, I don't think like I've heard Bad Guy a good amount of times, bro. Like, and I love Zelos of Stockholm is one of my favorite songs off of that album. I don't ever see a comparison.
Shout out Gambino. And Gambino, we can't forget, he boosted one of the biggest rap songs ever.
What song you talking about Bad and Bougie?
Come on, man. What are we talking about? Real hip hop, real rap legend stuff.
Bro, that don't make you. If I say he's very well connected,
And he DJ'd the mixtape that premiered Columbia from Young Scooter.
Yeah, like very well connected. Very well connected.
But to be connected to that many like moments, like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Because if it was Sway that did that, we'd be like, oh, Sway's a legend. Sway's a hip hop legend. But Gambino can't do it just because people don't know Gambino verse.
I mean, you saying Sway is a hip hop media legend? Yes. I'm not gonna say Sway is a hip hop rap legend. Like he's not a rapper.
But he is a hip hop legend, right?
He's a hip hop media legend. Yes.
Like
Angie Martinez, like
a DJ, like Elliot Wilson.
No, I said media.
Andre G. Like
no, I said what I said. A media. Like he is a hip hop media legend.
Okay, so but what about the DJs though, right? The DJs that connect special things and create special moments and curate special moments, right? We call them people legends, right? Hip hop legends,
right? Like some of them, yes.
So he connected and curated all these special moments within hip hop. He not a legend?
I mean, no, I don't. I just don't think he's as a rapper. If you want to say he's as a connection, as a figure within the game, yes. But if you want to talk about him as a rapper, no. It's like that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want me to give him the credit as a rap legend for his personal raps, no. But if you want to talk about him as a figure within hip hop, then okay, I'll give you a legend. So if that's what you're looking for, then yes. But him as a
legend, he's a rap legend for sure.
Right. So his personal raps is legendary.
Yes.
No.
He made Because of Internet. Is that not a classic rap album? That is a classic rap album.
A lot of people will say no.
Personally, yes, but like
it ain't even no personally. It's like you see most people's walls, right? When they got the vinyls up. Most people's walls gonna have that Gambino face on it where he high out of his mind with the Hawaiian shirt on.
Nah, not most people, bro.
Of a certain age. Of a certain See, the thing is, like, I'm definitely, I don't know, like, I think for us to say like he's a legend, a blog era legend, like I think that's a high praise right there, because I consider the blog era to be like one of the like top 5 greatest eras of rap. So for me to say he's in like the same tier with like, I don't know, because I was gonna say Wale, but I think Wale is more of a rap legend than Childish Gambino is.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't, it's not on.
But okay, let me say this. I consider, just off the strength of Atlanta, the TV show, because I do consider, like, the same way that Hype Williams is not a rapper, but he's a legend as a video director. Hype Williams is a hip hop legend. So I would say you can be technical and say that Childish Gambino is a hip hop legend, because Atlanta is a hip hop show. Like, culturally speaking, so if you want to say he's a hip hop legend just for that show, you could say that.
And that's why I say, like, if you want to just say he's a hip hop legend, then yes, I'll give you that. But if you want to say for his personal raps, he's not a legend for his personal music. But I think like, and as I said, like this is coming from somebody who's a fan, but I'm like, let's just be realistic, you know?
He's digging deeper through these.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I'm just looking. I already seen Gambino albums on a couple of them.
Where
that is one of the ones though. Like when you see people on YouTube doing like the
little breakdowns and stuff.
Yeah, that is one of the ones you see in the background.
It be because of the internet.
I haven't seen the Gambino album on any of these that you
ain't seen. All right, I'm gonna go back to the top then. We gonna do
maybe
like that.
It was covered up, so I couldn't see all the albums that you were looking at either.
Let me see. Rest in peace to MF Doom. I knew you were the one for me. I swear the whole world. Wait, hold on. Let's see if he was right here.
Okay. You said the particular one.
Wait, man, come on, man.
No, you literally said because
okay.
This whole conversation was
because hold on, twin.
And then I told you that Awaken My Love that's not hip hop. And we're talking about how he's a musical, like his music, like artistry in general.
I think you cutting up.
I said, we talked about, and I already gave him his credit for.
What did he say?
Okay. Yeah, see, look, as I said, bro, because the internet, it's like, Awaken My Love, yes. Awaken My Love is a legendary album. That's a classic album, for sure. Because the internet, I love Because the Internet. Like, that's one of, like, a very good album that I very much enjoy. Like, I would say that's probably, like, top 15 for me, for sure. But if you ask people are not going to say Because the Internet is a classic album.
There's some of us that feel that way, but it's not like a universal thing. Because I would say it's a personal classic for me.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you talking about, I'm talking universal. Like, I'm not talking niche. You know,
it's right here. Classic rap albums of the 2010s is right here.
We gave him a blog era. We gave him his blog era credit, bro. It's like you want us to keep giving him more. It's like we gave him.
But also his run as a rapper. His run as a rapper was short. Like he was only a rapper from like, as far as getting notoriety, it was from like 2011 to like 2014, and he never rapped after that. Like for us to say that he's a legend of his era off of basically a 3-year run, just strictly rapping.
3-year run is crazy.
2011. What we talking about him rapping?
08 to 2015.
Bro, people wasn't.
I'm saying,
come on.
People was tapped in 2010 up. 2010
like,
up.
Jelani tried to help you, bro. Like
2011.
2010
I remember 2011 Camp Heartbreak.
No, before that.
Heartbeat, my bad. Heartbeat
Baby girl, you know what I want. Let me do it to you. Let me do it.
That wasn't getting played on MTV.
2010.
Heartbeat was getting played on MTV in 2011.
Baby
That's
girl,
when he really started to.
Do You Like was 2010. People know that. 2010. So you got
Childish Gambino fans know that.
Facts.
I'm saying like,
Do You Like is a TikTok song. The kids know that song. He performed that now.
Bro, I can ask my niece right now. She's not gonna know that song, bro.
Maybe retroactively it became that. But like, as far I'm talking about, okay, in real time when he first started really getting noticed, I knew in 2010 I probably knew him more for Derek comedy than I knew him for music.
Okay, same. That don't make him not a hip hop legend.
I'm saying like 2011 to 2014, that was his real run as a rapper. Now, was he rapping before then? Yes, but like, when did he get known as a rapper? It was like 2011 to, as far as him rapping, it was like 2011 to 2014, and then he stopped rapping after that. So it's really like a 3-year run of Camp, the Royalty mixtape.
Yes. Hustle. Yes.
Because the internet.
Made the beat, Looking for Detox. Yep. Kendrick Lamar. Yes.
What? Yeah, like he.
But he had. What do you mean? What? Mo? That count? That
no, I'm saying he had enough moments during that 3-year run where you would say he a blog era legend. He was a legend during that. He's like, it's like Asher Roth. Like Asher Roth is not.
Asher Roth and Childish Gambino is disrespectful. I'm sorry.
That's not disrespectful.
That's
For the
disrespectful.
if you're talking strictly rap,
I love Greenhouse Effect too. I love it. Shout out
Greenhouse Effect,
to
classic
DJ Drama
mixtape.
once again. That's a
Greenhouse
Gangsta
Effect,
Grills
classic
mixtape.
mixtape.
He got Justin Bieber and Chris Brown rapping on that joint. I love that mixtape. That's disrespectful to Childish Gambino.
Actually, you know, it would be a better comparison.
Chance the Rapper.
No.
If low key, if we talk low, well, no, Chance not really blog. He's like tail end of the blog era. Like he,
Facts.
I think Chance got more acclaim as a rapper than Childish Gambino. As a
I
rapper,
can't go that far.
no, he does as a rapper, bro.
Well, maybe now because he's still.
That's the reason why I'm stepping for Gambino right now. Because you give people a little inch, they're gonna run them out with it.
No, but like, bro, like we're talking about universal classic, bro. Not just because I'm a fan of this person. Like I'm talking about universal classic rap albums. And if you're gonna say that, acid rap is that. Acid rap is that, bro. Like that
because of the internet.
No, but it's not universally as known as a classic rap album, bro. Like if somebody was to have a conversation with casual fans, bro, like that's what I'm saying, universally, like, and that yes, that was a legendary sample, but we're talking about a whole body of rap work, like that's what I'm saying, bro. He was on Wildin' Out. What?
Hey, bro, what I'm saying is, bro, it's like you can't say that acid rap is just more known as a rap album than because of the internet. Because the internet has Sweatpants in 3005.
Bro, acid rap as you said, if he would have never made anything past acid rap ever again, bro,
he'd be Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, he would be Lauryn Hill. If Gambino only dropped because of the internet, he would not be Lauryn Hill. He would be Big L.
Oh, that's disrespectful. Hey, rest in peace to Big L. You know what I'm saying? Big L, he be putting it on.
But am I wrong, Jelani? Am I wrong?
No, I get what you're saying.
But Gambino didn't stop at that. He made the Gangsta Grills mixtape, which was his best rapping. He rapping better on the Gangsta Grills mixtape than he is on because of the internet. Because the internet just got better songs.
But bro, you keep talking as a fan. I'm talking about think outside of your own scope, bro. Think about
but then he made This Is America. We can't just write off This Is America.
Bro, This Is America only big because of the video. Like don't count
that. It won Song of the Year. Song of the Year ain't music video of the year.
Bro, because of the video, it became more acclaimed, bro. Because it was like the imagery behind it. So not every time anybody ever thought of that song, they thought of the video. So yes, that became a bigger thing, bro.
Anytime people protested, they played Kendrick Lamar, All Right, and This Is America, Childish Gambino.
Yeah, and as I said, like
changed the land. Like when you make a shape-shifting song like that,
bro, that's what I'm saying. He released it at the perfect timing. And then also when he released it, the video was so powerful that people attributed to social justice.
Two of his biggest hits. Shout out to Dan, by the way. Two of his biggest hits did not have music videos.
Bro, like you keep going, you're everywhere with it. Like it just
I'm telling you, LES doesn't have a music video. He's rapping on that song.
But nobody knows the verses for those. Like I'm saying, like
let's look at the numbers. Let's look at the numbers.
All right, let's look it up.
Childish Gambino, Spotify. Let's look at the numbers. Because I'm not going to speak because it's just going Rashad he just this, he does that. Let's look at the numbers. LES is number one most popular song. Childish Gambino himself. Crazy picture, by the way. 27 million monthly listeners. Let's go to the numbers now.
Yeah, show me the exact numbers.
888 million, nearly a billion streams on LES. What is we talking about right now?
Bro, I've never heard nobody ever rap those verses, bro.
That don't make him a legend though. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm a fan of Gambino. Like, you guys sound like I'm not a fan of this dude, or like I don't respect it. I respect him more than a lot of people do, bro. I respect his career. If we talking overall, because we just talking about the rap portion of his career. If we talking his whole career, bro, he had a great career. he's had a great career. We just talking Awaken My Love and everything included, great career. But if we talking strictly rap, and he hasn't rapped since like 2014, I can't say he's just definitively a rap legend. But I wouldn't be mad at somebody feeling like that either, though, because we agree that he is a blog era legend from that time.
The Sway freestyle and a Hot 97 freestyle with Peter Rosenberg is classic legend, classic moments.
The Sway freestyle for sure.
Bro, how about this? You know what? We can do when we come to New Orleans, it's gonna be a lot of people out on Bourbon. We can just walk up to random people and ask them, how do you feel about Childish Gambino as a rapper? And then see what the consensus is. And we can like start asking people, because that's what I'm saying. Like, you like if we talking about just like the fans, yeah, us as fans, yes. But then if you start asking the everyday person, they're not going to say none of that, bro. My boy Dan ain't said nothing about Childish Gambino in the chat yet. Dan, where you at with it, bro?
Well, he said he's more of an old school hip hop fan. He said he liked Onyx and more throwback stuff like that. He said Chance. Oh yeah, no, we definitely, to answer your question on Dan, we grew up on Wild 'N Out for sure. We definitely remember that show. I think it's still, I don't think they should do it on the MTV, but I think they still do it in real life.
Yeah, they still do it. They still do it. He said I'm here.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, realistically, bro, like as a rapper, he's not known as a legend. As an artist, as a creator, yes. But if you're just talking about his rapping, like, bro, it's like the everyday person. Like, I can tell you for a fact, none of my other friends other than you, like, ever bring up Childish Gambino as a rapper, bro. Unless, like, it's not like
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He undervalued.
I mean, but like
people for too long have discounted this man for the work he's put in and the contributions to the culture and hip hop.
No, but I mean, I think they appreciate him, but that's not the music that they listen to.
But okay. We'll do like this. We'll do like this, Zomo. How many people know Childish Gambino was the DJ that was hosting the mixtape that broke the record, Young Scooter Columbia? How many people know?
We already said he was a hip hop legend, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. You want to keep going back on like and doing something different. That's what I'm saying. Like we said, he's a hip hop legend. We'll give him his flowers.
Most people won't even give him that credit. That's why I'm pushing so hard for him, because he put in too much work that people just ignored because he was so great in so many other areas that people want to be like, oh yeah, he's good for a guy that does a bunch of stuff. And it's like, no,
I think like you're doing a fight for somebody who probably wouldn't make the fight for himself. Like I really don't think he would. That's probably why he stopped rapping. Like he's on so many other creative things, bro. It's like I don't care if you know me as a rap legend. Like, bro, like I'm like a man of many crafts, bro. A true savant in so many different areas. So that's what I'm saying. You making it seem as if like Childish Gambino did a rant the other day and was just like, man, they'll never give me my credit about this, all this stuff. He wouldn't probably even say none of this, bro. He'll probably be like, bro, like, I mean, I did a few different things, but
he said something about raps. He said it's like raps computer or something like that. Like he asked himself, what did he say? He said because the internet is the rap okay computer.
I don't get it.
It's a Radiohead album. He was just saying that it's considered like a iconic album in rock or whatever. I guess he was just comparing the two albums to each other.
But that's what he said. He said you think BTI is a classic? He said it's the rap's okay computer. It's a precedent in tone. Prescient in tone and subject matter, and it's extremely influential. And I know no one's going to give me that until I'm dead, but it's true. He said it himself right there.
Nah, and that's why I said, like, bro, like we're telling you that we know these are good bodies of work, bro. It's like you're arguing with us as if we don't appreciate them.
I know y'all was there because y'all was there with me.
Right, I know, but that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about
the masses won't give him this, and this is what he deserves.
I think, but like because I don't think none of his like rap verses. I think the music overall is great music. He knows how to make really, really phenomenal music. But like him just like barring you down, like I don't feel like that's him. Like I think he makes some really great music, but I don't think he really bar nobody down to be a rap legend. And then also I'm gonna go back to the point where I was talking about y'all was talking about Big Sean. Yeah, y'all need to put some respect on his name because y'all like he's
Shout
not.
out Big Sean.
You said what?
I said shout out Big Sean. Me personally, if you ask me, look, if you asking me, right? I think Big Sean, Wale, the Fantastic Four, Future, Cole, Kendrick, Drake,
Not
who else would you say from the
Drake.
era of the 2010s up? Nipsey Hussle, Mac Miller, Freddie Gibbs, Childish Gambino, Currency, Wiz Khalifa, rap legends, all of them.
Hey,
Rhapsody, rap legend.
I feel it, bro.
I'm not mad at. Yeah, like I don't really take. I guess I don't know. I put it like this. Gambino has done enough that I'm not mad at somebody saying he's a rap legend. I'm not mad at it. I don't look at it like I'm totally. Even if I don't 100% say that, I'm not mad at somebody saying that at all. He does have enough of a catalog where I can see somebody making that case.
Nah, facts. So I mean, hey, Tiger. Okay,
Tiger, bro. No, if we being real, bro, Tiger, blog era legend too.
yeah, blog era legend.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah,
Mixtape era legend, yeah.
yeah, I give you that, but yeah, that's
Like-
just a funny random one.
Oh yeah. From like 2010 to like 2013.
Because Dan put the four expressions. Shout out to Dan, man.
Hey,
He
them
put the
well
four
done mixtapes
exclamation
were
points
fire.
at it, like you say, you really passionate about Tiger. I feel it.
Nah, but hey, man, you know, shout out to Gambino, bro. Like we appreciate, we appreciate all of the contributions that he's done.
To the culture, to hip hop, to rap music, yes. He said, "Bro, Tiger was gold, right? City."
I remember when the mixtape that Rack City was on first came out. It was on that Well Done too, and I just
That was
remember
I was gonna say that's a classic.
both of the Well Done. The first two are definitely classics for sure.
That Heisman part 2 with Honey Cocaine, bro.
Oh, he had that. He had Make It Nasty. Yeah. No, Tiger had a run for sure.
No, facts. But yeah, but hey, shout out to all the hip hop legends out there, man.
Oh, he had the song about Kylie Jenner.
Right.
She a big girl dog when she stimulated. Crazy bar.
It's funny because shout out, like he brought this up at the what you call. He said if I was on video, I'll sing it right now. Shout out. But we like he literally had a thing where he was asking fans, they were like, what do you think about Childish Gambino? They was like, oh, I don't think he's big enough to, headline or this or that. I'm pretty sure this got taken down, like the video of it. But yeah, because they were taking down like all the video of it. But they were just like, I don't think he's big enough to I mean, he's got Redbone and This Is America. That's it. And then they were like, I'm probably not gonna watch him. They're like, yeah, I'm probably gonna watch him. And then like he performed. So like he's well aware of like people just not giving him the credit because he doesn't have the commercial success. But like he's like, it's like, but like you guys said, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a bean. It's Gambino's fault. If that Joker kept rapping, then this wouldn't even be no debate. At the level he was rapping, it wouldn't even be no debate.
True. I mean, I will also say, when I see people talk about his raps these days, they mainly talk about him in the Asian girl comments. I see a lot of videos on that.
Yeah, 100. Hey, it is what it is. They want outside. But it's like, Buddy came back with the Say Less joint. if he would have officially released Say Less with Kanye West, if he would have officially released The Older I Get, if all them joints he was rapping on Gilga Radio, man, this whole conversation would be different. But he didn't. For some reason, one way or another, he ain't released a song officially with Kid Cudi. If he were to release a lot of these songs that he, unofficially released through Gilga Radio, then it'll be like people give him that but it is what it is, bro. Like Gambino, bro, like I'm working, bro. Like I'm stressed out, bro.
Yeah,
like,
you working a little too hard, my boy.
chill out. I'm stressed out, bro. But you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for the culture, for hip hop, you know what I mean? Like but I mean, you know what I mean? It's just crazy, bro. It's just what it is, man.
Yo, Jelani,
Yo.
do you like white girls?
No. I told my story about I had like a phase in high school when I definitely was. I feel like it was kind of like just because we were in close proximity to white girls.
Yeah.
So like I definitely had a phase in high school where like I found them attractive or whatever. But like as an adult, no, I haven't. No.
So if you saw a white girl out, like you wouldn't like, and she was like, so you don't find none of them attractive?
No, I didn't say that. I definitely didn't say. No, I've definitely seen some for sure where it's like, oh no, yeah, for sure, absolutely. But like enough to actually, I can never see myself actually going up to one and like pursuing one like the same way that I do with black women.
True.
But I'm not against. I know I'm definitely, I'll be on social media and see something that's like, yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Nah, facts. Now, cause funny, I was out the past weekend, and it just made me think, because it's like I was thinking about like there've been plenty of times where like I wouldn't date a white girl, but like I would entertain one, like just to be honest, like. If she was attractive, I would, but I probably would never date her, to be real. And but yeah. So, but then I was like talking about this with somebody, how it's crazy though. Like if you're out in public, how I could never, like if there's a bunch of beautiful black women around, and then like let's say there's a white girl choosing on me, I have to curve her off principle. Like it's just like the principle of it, because I can't be known as like, I don't want to be known as like, oh yeah, buddy like white girls, because then it's just like, because now you finna lose out on a lot of other opportunities, more opportunities,
See, it depends, because like if I'm going out to like let's say I'm going out to like a random bar or a club and I'm in a scenario and it's like a bunch of women that I don't know, and this one attractive white girl ends up choosing up on me. In that scenario right there, like I'm not really worried about what everybody else thinking, because like y'all strangers. I'm like, I'm not gonna see y'all again. But if it's like a social setting where these are people that I gotta see again, in a scenario like that, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, cause I think about how like I went to Dallas a couple years ago for my homeboy birthday, and it was like his girl and him have the same birthday, and so since they share a birthday, like me and his brother usually fly out every year to come see him, and then her homegirls fly out and come see her too. And so that first weekend she had this like, it was like a cool like 3-on-3, 3-on-4 really, because like one of the girls had like a dude or whatever, but it was just like a cool little 3-on-3 essentially, where we all together the entire weekend. Everything we did together from Friday to Sunday. And but I remember it was like Friday night, there was like, she had some friends that came over for like the little kickback that we had, and it was like one of the girls, it was like these two white girls, and then they was like choosing up on me and my homeboy, and they was like being kind of thirsty too, so it was like we could tell they were going. And but then it was funny because like I'll look up and I see the black girls in the room looking like, what he finna do, and I had to make a business decision. I was like, yeah, I had to kind of like walk away, Like it was just I had to be like dummy stiff. And it was funny because then me and my homeboy afterwards, we was talking about it, and we was just like, yeah, bro, if they wasn't here, yeah, it definitely would have been like, yo, what's good? Cause they were cute though, but it's just like that aesthetic of stuff sometimes. You said in those social settings where I know that I'm going to see these other women again, and then there's a possibility of me trying to talk to these other women at another later point. It's like, I know y'all don't watch Rick. Well, Jelani, you watch Rick and Morty a little bit, but there's this one line on there that I've seen that became kind of popular. It's like, I don't care about your booze because I see what makes you cheer. And it's like that's kind of like the same thing because it's like I think about that line in this instance because it's like me trying to go up to a girl like a black woman and be like, oh yeah, I find you fine. It's like, so that don't really mean nothing because I seen what else you think is fine, and then now you out the game.
Yeah, no, it's a fact. It's definitely hard to bounce back from the reputation of being like the bunny hopper.
No, facts. And I just be thinking about that sometimes when I pop out. Cause I got a lot of homegirls, So when I pop out with my homegirls, it's like if I ever see like there's a white girl choosing, and it's just like I think just I'm like, yeah, it's like I ain't even trying to have that look. So I'm gonna just go ahead and curve this. I'm be like, man, I don't know, she trash, bro. But let it just been like a solo mission. I'm just with my homeboys. Yeah, be like, oh, you kind of cute. Like, what's up? Let me get your number. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah.
Yeah, eventually I probably will end up. I don't know about dating, but eventually I probably will end up swimming in the milk at some point in my life.
Yeah, making a little connection. Hey, glad you made it back safe, Dan.
Yeah, I was trying to say I got a 12:30. I gotta because I gotta be up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. But either way, we gave the people 3 hours.
Right. Hey, if you didn't know what a hip hop legend was today, you probably still don't know. But hey, we glad, we hope y'all enjoyed the
Mr.
content.
Thanksgiving, DJ Drama.
Yeah.
Yo, during the week, I'm gonna clip up. I think because I think you could set it up to where you could each have your own. I'm gonna find that out. I think we could each have our own soundboards, but I think I might buy like the actual manual like soundboard.
Oh, and you can connect it to your computer type deal?
Yeah.
That sounds expensive.
They probably got some cheaper ones. If I could be wrong. Matter of fact, we're gonna do some on the job research right now.
On the job research, man. You guys heard first. He said they did the Flex Dance by Cupid. What's the which one is that from Cupid? Is that the live your body. I might do the Flex Dance. It's actually pretty. Slide to the left, then slide to the right.
See, when you say Cupid, I'm thinking about down, do your dance.
yeah. Now Cupid not on one hit wonder now.
No, he not. And songs like 15 something years apart.
Yeah. Your body.
But they got one for like $50. So maybe
$50 soundboard, get it all live. 1 a.m. pot, and you know it's on time. I don't know. I shouldn't have done that. See, people was leaving. He said Cupid Shuffle's a classic. Facts, Dan.
That is a classic.
All right, y'all boys ready, man?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I did have one thing that I wanted to say that I never got to say on here.
Okay, go ahead.
I was thinking this today and I wrote it down so I didn't forget it, and I forgot it anyway. But it was like I felt like I always kind of grew up seeing like white people, and I'm thinking like they live like different lifestyles and stuff like that. Then that's like it's like we be at the same place, but they be living like a whole different kind of life, like perspective of it. Like at high school, like the white kids, they'd be walking outside and it'll just be like so much space for them. They'd be smiling and laughing, walking to the next class. And then like all the black kids would be like cramped in at the rotunda trying to get by to the next class, like major traffic jam and everything, and like going through like the whole world and stuff in traffic. And then so the older I got, I was like, hey man, what I say when I said that? I was like, maybe that's just like my perspective being young and naive and things of that sort, right? So that's what I said. And then I'm walking today. I'm leaving, like I walked out the office because I got to film a video every week. So I'm looking to where to record my video. I walk past this place at least once or twice a week in downtown. And this time it was like these ladies, they were like standing in front of an alley. I was like, I wonder why they stand in front of the alley. And then these other ladies were walking down the sidewalk. They were talking to them. They were all in like golf gear, like skirts and like shirts like that. I looked down. They holding the door open for them in the alley. It's a whole mini putt course in the alley in the middle of downtown with walls painted and a nice little plastic, what you call artificial turf and everything. I said, what in the world? I said, they really live in a separate life than us. A secret little portal, everything today, to this day.
I mean, I think that just any place in the world, it's all about like the connections that you have in the sense of like if you plugged in, because there's a lot of places in Atlanta that are black that you would never know about unless you just know. So there's a lot of black people living a whole different life from other black people within the city. Like as I said, like there's this one, like when I was talking about the after hours, like all the different places that got after hours and stuff, bro. When I first found out about that, I was like, that's why I said, like, to me, the club closed at 2 every night. Doesn't matter where you at, all the club closed at 2. Then I found out, like, bro, when I was there, and then they kicked everybody out at 2, and then just brought in the rest, like everybody else back in at like 2:45, 2:30. I was like, what? Like, this is crazy. So I get what you're saying. Like, they do be living a different life, but I just think that's also just like, that's a common thing about like how tapped in certain parts of areas, like, are you?
I'm so you said you said this was in an alley in New Orleans,
bro, in downtown, like
a random golf course.
A sidewalk. I walk down at least once or twice a week for months now at this point. Never seen this, and it's just a random alley in between like stores and shops, right in front of a bus stop. Like it was like an alley, but it was like a little gate that she was holding open in the alley. Like a little. You see a restaurant, and you see an alley, and then a gate. You would think that gate is like just a trash can. You know what I'm saying, on the side of the building. That's it. Nah, it's a whole painted artificial turf, little flag pole, you know what I'm saying, and the little cup, for the little goal post or whatever, or whatever they have in golf, you know what I'm saying, a whole nine, and they all dressed up like they going golfing.
Yeah, I think every major city has like you were saying, like the black people have their certain activities and the white people have like their core activities, but then it's like some overlap, you know what I'm saying? It's like certain places where both races might go. And then of course, obviously it's more than just black and white people in all these towns. Like it's different like races that got their own, their own stuff that they into. But yeah, it's the same thing in Atlanta. Like it's certain things in Atlanta that's like black people are just not. It's certain bars, just certain like what's that one bar on the Beltline?
The one in Kroger.
Say it again.
The one in Kroger.
It might be not. I forget. I think it might be next to the Kroger. I forget what it's called, bro. It's a bar. No, not the one in the bar. I know what you're talking about, because there is one inside of Kroger, but it's another one that I be seeing all the white people on TikTok be going to or whatever. But you'll never see any black people going there. But they popping though. Like they on Saturday, whenever I be on the Beltline, I go past. It's always lit. Like So it was the same way. You'll never see no white people at like, I mean, I know it's closed now, but like you would never see no white people at like Zari or like 11:45 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think in any major city you got the black events and the white events.
Facts.
I'm
Right.
saying the stuff that's like a secret. Like that junk is like a secret, like little, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a little Narnia door.
Bro, I went to
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
in Atlanta one time, bro. Like random night, I was out with some people, and then we went to this club that was, when you walk in, it was like 3 a.m, and it was like when you walk in, it's a smoke shop, and so like it's just like a guy just sitting there, and so you think like, why are we walking to a smoke shop this way? But all the lights are off, so it's just like it's a smoke shop where buddy just sitting there watching TV, just chilling, and then you go up to the wall like towards the back, and then it's like it's a secret wall that like turns into a door, and then you just open it up, and then you go downstairs, and it's a club. They got strippers down there, like it was a lot of people. But that's why I say it's like in a lot of places, you know, being tapped in. And if you tap in with the white people, like the white people probably, as you said, like they do be having their own like things that's like, oh, if you know, you know. But I think, you know, shoot, anywhere, you know, like in major cities at least. I mean, shoot, there's probably some stuff in Dallas that I probably never heard of that if you know, you know. You know, people probably pop out to a lot of things that, like, yeah, I ain't never heard of that. Like, yeah, bro, you know, this where people be at every Saturday. I'm like, oh, I thought it was just nothing but, you know, fields and stuff out here. But yeah, but I do feel like they do live different lives, you know. I think, you know, because of not having different disadvantages within, like, you know, society, you know, they do live a much carefree, and then just even with the ecosystem of their like social media and stuff like that, you know, where they see a lot of different stuff on the regular than what we would ever see, you know. So yeah, so I mean, they definitely live different lives, but I think also it's like, yeah, you know, it's all about being tapped in. I'm sure if you was a black guy that was tapped in with the white people, you know, in New Orleans, they would have told you about that place, you know.
Well, y'all making it hot tonight, but it's all good.
What, you can't say white people?
No. It's all good. It's all good. But
oh, my bad.
No, y'all good. But
you can't say that.
No, not that.
Oh yeah, you got to tell me when.
But yeah, man. Hey, y'all let the people know where they can find y'all and stuff like that. We hit the 12:30 mark. We hit the 3-hour mark and stuff like that. Y'all let people know where y'all can find you.
_ Jelani, 2 underscores at the end on Twitter. That's really all I'm on right now. So yeah.
All right, you find me on TikTok at Rubberband Mo. You find me on Instagram at RBMO ____, and you can find me on X at at Monos _.
All right, that was another successful episode of 1 a.m. podcast, fellas. Good pod. Shouts out to Dan. Shouts out to the chat. Shouts out to KD. And shouts out to what was his name? So Gaming that showed up at the beginning as well of the stream and things of that sort. And I might be back. The plan was to have Birds and Buckets on tonight, but it's so late. Malik probably already sleep. But if Malik's still up, then we'll be doing Birds right after this. So y'all stay tuned for that. Until next time, peace out.
Throw your motherfucking hand.
Get 'em high.